Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
You being sarcastic or something like that?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What, are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
Right, everyone. WeaponCollector here. Hope you're all good. Looks like Stu is the only one on. How you doing, Stu? You right, mate? Welcome to the Bed Shitters Club.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
M3 got in. I let you in on that one, M3. You just got in, mate. Yeah, how are you all? You all right? I'm a bit tired, but yeah, ain't too bad. John Carpenter getting a Hollywood Walk of Fame star, or whatever it's called. Yeah, I thought you'd probably be interested in that, Stu. I thought Liam probably would if he sees it. Oh, God, yes. So, I hope you've all had a good week. My week ain't been too bad. I think I've been quite busy. It's weird, though, so now I can't remember what I've been doing. Oh, I did the plants. It's been a weird week. I haven't been sleeping very well, which then means I'm tired after time in the day. Yeah, it's good, isn't it, Stu? It's one of those. I'm surprised Stu said that's great about John Carpenter. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't already have one. It's weird, though, because he's one of those, he's a bit of a sort of, although he's done some very popular films, he's a bit on the outside of things, isn't he, sort of thing. Peach, how you doing, mate? I think you was right about those plastic cover things. They are plate covers. There are hair covers that look very similar. But if you look up plate covers, elasticated plate covers, they come up with the multicolored ones that I've got. So, yeah. Yeah, they was bought by accident. So I didn't really know what they were. But, yeah. I did make a knife today. I've been supposed to be making the Weed Slasher giveaway knives, the donation knives. But, I can't remember. I think Monday, I was so tired I didn't get to do anything, really. I was still hungover Monday. I'm still hungover on Monday. Tuesday, I did a load of filming for the Spyroverse. Wednesday, I can't remember what happened Wednesday. Yesterday, I did the plants. And I think maybe Wednesday I was editing. I don't know. Cornish Bob, how you doing, mate? You're right. He said, evening, Mike. I've had no interest. No, I've had an interesting week. No NHS dentist in Cornwall taking on patients. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, people nowadays seem to have a lot of issues with dentists. I mean, weirdly, don't know why, Cornish Bob, but I was thinking about that today. Because a lot of people had hell of a lot of teeth issues during lockdown as well, didn't they? Timbo, how you doing, mate? You all right? Stu said, did you have a good time, Donald? Yeah, it was really good, actually, Stu, yeah. Yeah, I think there was about 10, at least 10 of us. Mostly family and a couple of friends. It was for my younger brother Jim's birthday. We had a fire. We cooked some food. I didn't get the shits. I was worried because it was fucking raw chicken. Didn't get the shits or guts ache or anything like that. Had a nice evening. Yeah, it was a really good laugh, actually. Nice big fire. I think we was out till about 4. Well, I got in at 4:38, so we probably started walking over at 4ish. Me, my brother, and Nick were the last ones out. Yeah, I probably started walking home 4ish because it probably took me that long to get home. And I remember walking home, but I was fucked. It was a real fucking struggle walking home. I was back, fucking walking into walls and I was fucked. And it was real hard work. A lot of it's uphill. pissed out your face, carrying 2 bags. Quite unfit at the moment. Yeah, it was fucking hard work. First time I had my tooth pulled out and then got an infection. Oh, fucking hell, that's a shame, mate. That is a shame, Cornish Bob. I suppose the only thing I can give you for that is a
Bit of a fuck up, really, isn't it?
which I just realised I've noticed that Metallica's or me have renamed that to THUCK. Fuck you. Stu said that's good, mate. Can't beat getting pissed in. It was really good fun. That was later on in the evening because not many people wanted to try the absinthe until they were proper pissed. I was sorting them out. I'd put a shot of the 70% absinthe in a shot glass. So they're quite small shots, but they're still, they're like a double shot. It's a big 50ml shot glass. Put the absinthe in and then put a bit of water in and drink it. It's lovely. But at one point I poured the fucking absinthe in and Nick didn't fucking look what he was doing. I just came over and grabbed it and fucking hell, he was bent over. It was his mouth so much because that shit is really strong. How you doing, Nick? You all right, mate? But yeah, it was a really good night. Yeah, I had a good laugh. It was, in fact, it was a really good night because sometimes there's always some issues with some bollocks. You know what I mean? If it ain't raining, something happens, or fucking glass gets strewn all over the place. There was none of that. Everyone was putting their bottles in a fucking bag, which as soon as I saw that bag and the bottles in it, I thought that's fucking great because I know what people are like when they get drunk. They get a bit sort of I don't give a fuck anymore. But they didn't. Because it pisses me off glass everywhere because the kids will get cut on that or someone's dog. You know what I mean? And it's difficult to clean up. You know what I mean? Yes, it was a great night. Yeah, just really nice night. Yeah, really good laugh. Had a proper good chat with relatives. Spoke to a bloke who I haven't seen since he was about 12. He's about 30 now. Yeah. And I've been meaning to see him for 20 years to give him his dad's watch back that I managed to get my hands on after someone had nicked it. And he's coming up to get it tomorrow. I knew it had been nicked, and what it was, I didn't want to. Well, I knew that if that was me, if someone had nicked my dad's watch, I'd want it back. So I just thought, right, I'll get that. I'll give whoever it was, I can't remember it was now. I think I'll give him like a fucking £5 or something, or a fucking couple of cans of beer. I didn't pay for it. It wasn't like I was paying for it. You know what I mean? So I didn't mind. So I said, just popping in to say hi to anyone who thinks I'm dead. Yeah, good to know you're not dead, Zed. I knew you weren't dead, but and just for I will reply to your comment, but no, my mum does not smoke a pipe. Dropped. How you doing, mate? Did you not get the notification? And I just wanted to say there's a bloody good British gangster film on Netflix called Gangster Number One. Yes, very good film. Yes. I will second that one. All right, where are we? But yeah, it was a good night. I had a really good time. Tom and Cheryl, how you doing? You all right? Nice to see you on. So, my plan is to make 2 to 4 of the Weed Slasher donation knives a week. 2 to 4 a week. But last week I made 3. This week I've managed to make 1 and 3/4 make 1. This one isn't finished, so I still need to do the sheath and finish it off. But you'll get the idea of what this one's going to look like. I think that's quite a nice little fucking knife, that is. I'd be happy for that for fucking 12 quid. As I say, it's not finished yet. But yeah, I'd be well happy for that for 12 quid, wouldn't you? That's a little knife, that. Slightly bigger than the other one. This one's got a bigger blade. Yeah. But yeah, I'll just keep knocking them out until I've done them all.
I could knock them out in the shed.
I'll keep knocking them out until they're all done, and then I'll decide how I'm going to give them out. What I might do is I might essentially do a sort of, not a raffle, but because it won't be, but you know, like a pick a name out. So what I'll do, I'll pick a knife, pick a number, pick a knife, pick a number, pick a knife, pick a number. Apart from the people who have requested specific ones. I think Cookie wanted a Tanto, and Zed may have mentioned. I can't remember now, Zed, if you mentioned one or not. I've got it all written down, but yeah. I'd be happy for that for 12 quid, wouldn't you? It's a nice little knife, that, isn't it? Emperor said, went to a cabin with my friends, smoked meats and drank. Yeah, sounds good, mate. Sounds good. Sounds lovely. She said the knife looks great. Nick said, yeah, I love that. It's all right, isn't it? I quite like it. Nice shape, isn't it? Full tang. If it looks a little bit rough, it's not finished yet. As I say, the blade needs sharpening, polishing, cleaning up, and there's a bit on the here that needs doing. But yeah, I should have bought the other one up because the other one you would have seen it. The other one will be. Well, I'll show you the others quickly. So there's 4 made at the minute. So there's this one. This one has a kit underneath the paracord. And it's got they'll all have different sheaves in that as well. That one, first, I haven't filmed all of them as well. I'm going to sporadically film ones every now and then. They'll all, I know a lot of these have similar shaped blades. They won't all have the same shaped blades. That one. I didn't know. You're getting confused with my birthday. Oh, that's it. Yeah, the dagger. Yeah. You get the dagger, Zed, and you'll get your one of these. The other one I did will be similar to this, but instead of a bellied handle, it will just go inwards, and then it's going to stop like there, essentially, and there's going to be a part of the tang sticking out of a slot in it for a lanyard. You know what I mean? But yeah. I don't know if I sharpened this one. No, is it sharpened or not? No, this one still needs sharpening. Yeah. But yeah, it's just getting to it. That one still needs sharpening. But yeah. So there's 4 done. This one needs a sheath. I'm not decided what I'm going to do for this. I think that one will have a leather sheath there. I'll suit that perfectly, I think. So yeah. Not Zed. Stu said before Metallic gets on, will you be doing any tantas? Oh, well, she might not be on tonight. I think she's busy. She may be on later, though. Her and Dulcie may be on, but I don't know. Yeah, I will be doing some tantos, definitely, Stu. There's been some tantos requested, but I'll do some as well anyway. I'll do a couple of tantos and I might chuck in a couple of daggers or maybe ones with a I can't think what you'd call it, but you know, like a half dagger type thing. I don't know what you'd call it. So it'd have a full edge on one and just maybe an inch on the back edge, but it'll be shaped like a dagger. I don't know what that's called. Cornish Bob said if it had 3 rivets, it would look like a smallish Brit arm. It would, actually, it would, wouldn't it? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like that. I think that's all right, isn't it? As I say, for 12 quid, you're fucking sorted. I quite like that. I want to keep it. But now I won't. The thing is, I can always make more if I want one. But yeah, as I said, they'll all have different guards. Some will have guards. One, yeah, maybe false edge the froster. Yeah, yes, mate. Yes. Yes, false edge dagger, I suppose. Yeah. A bit like this. So imagine a knife like that. So it's still got a nice sharp point, but it's only partially sharp at the back. Hello, Dropped, by the way. You're right, mate. I didn't say hello. I'm just getting there with everyone at the minute. All right, where are we? The doc says, speaking of Tanto, sent the knives I made for the kid through to the sharpener, and turns out one is way harder than the other. Gotta love how heat affects the... That's weird, isn't it? Yes. How you doing, Dropped anyway? Yoda, how you doing? Bought a garden rake. Did you? What, to make one of these? I hope so. I hope that's what you bought it for. Or was it, you can't be buying a garden rake to rake things. Pete said, looks like a Western Bowie knife. That makes sure my hands weren't black from because this has been dyed. Bob, that's a bargain. Yeah, I think so, isn't it? But that's a tactical rack. Band name, I'll call it. Yeah, I like Bowies. Emperor said bayonet grind. Is that what it is? I couldn't think. Yeah, it'll be a full edge and then just partially on the back and shaped like a dagger. Yeah, like a dirk, I suppose. But yeah, sorry, my nose has been running. I was having a fucking sneezing bit before I came on. Mother said people should learn about weapons and safety with them since youth. Yeah, well, if you're gonna ever be, the thing is, it depends, I suppose, Mother. If you're ever gonna be interested in weapons, people should be shown how to handle them. Some people nowadays, see, I don't know, not even nowadays. I've always grown up with weapons, knives, tools, always being about, so it's always been perfectly natural to me. I can walk into my house with, say, something like this, finishing it and walk into my house with that, and no one even bats an eye because it's normal to them. But you know, and then other people that's not normal to them. This one isn't finished yet, by the way. I need to I haven't had time. This was supposed to be finished today. I was looking for that watch for so long that I only had about 2 hours in the fucking shed. So I thought, right, I'm getting at least one of these done today. Yeah, I fucking like that as well, Peach. I do like it. But yeah, I can walk into my house and no one even reacts to seeing something like that. Now, if someone's around my house and I walk in and they see me holding that, they're they'll be a bit surprised. It's perfectly normal to see me walking around with a sword or a great big knife. Hard to handle like a pistol. Don't let me get chucked off of YouTube because I think it's a gun. Not like a little. Yes. But yeah, I agree with you, Mother. But I suppose it's just different. A lot of people don't really interact with any kind of weapon now. You know what I mean? I'll tell you a little story about the police, if you like, that happened to a relative of mine yesterday to do with weapons. Yeah. It still needs a little bit of. I just need to. Basically, this is done, apart from the blade needs finishing, sharpening, and taking scratches off. There's 28 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, please. And there's the sheath for it. I thought I'd do a reasonably fancy but different sheath. It's essentially got a sort of leather frog that holds the sheath in, but it's riveted in place. I quite like that. But that's mine. Metallics keep saying, "No, you should auction that one off." I reckon it'd do all right, but I don't know. I could make myself another, but yeah. Yoda said, "You say hello, mate. Signed, delivered. It is." Shirukan Zone, how you doing? Ah, yes. Thank you for saying Happy Friday, mate. You just reminded me of something I need to play.
And if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again.
I should be keeping David Lynch's fucking legacy going for as long as I can. Cookie, how you doing, mate? You all right? Yes, 27 people watching. Get liking the stream, please, everyone. You are more likely to see it, and so are other people. See other ones, I mean. So, yeah. What have you been up to, Shuriken Zone? You been up to much? Mother said, did you see my version of I Have the Power? I did. I think I was doing something at the time, so I forgot to give it a like, maybe. I don't know. Shuriken Zone said, yeah, rest in peace, Uncle Dave. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love David Lynch. I think he's amazing. Deep in the bunker. How you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah. Oh, I got sent a knife. To review. I don't know why I find this thing so amusing. This isn't the knife. This is the badge they sent. I just found it very, very strange, but appropriate slogan. It just seems really long for a fucking slogan for a knife. Everyone deserves an exceptional knife. HX Outdoors. Very fake. I don't know why I find that so funny. These are coming from the people who have a knife called the Bastard Halibut, which, in my opinion, is better than the name. I think it's CRKT Needs Work, because the CRKT Needs Work to me just sounds like it's not been finished. Oh, finished that work yet? You know, have you finished that knife yet? Nah, still needs work. What the fuck would you call a knife needs work? Demented bastards. Drugan said, not too much. Have a cold. Had a cold this last week. Hope everyone across the pond is well. I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. So this is the knife. It's partly titanium. See you later, Zed. Take care, mate. This is titanium HX Outdoors knife with it's a flipper. It's not spring assisted though, but which are still legal as long as it doesn't have a spring in it. These are still legal. It doesn't have a spring in it. I can't actually remember what this one's called. Quite a nice little knife. Space Cadet, how you doing, mate? You right? So yeah, I'll do a review video soon. Yeah, I've had a few HX Outdoors things. I don't mind their stuff. It's all right. But yeah, this isn't the review. But look at that. I thought that was quite good as well. Well, Froster, as far as I'm aware, no. There was a grey area when it first happened about flippers. But no, flippers are actually all right. It's if it has a spring. And these don't have a spring in. They open like they've got a spring in. But I suppose the easiest way to do it, go on Hanny Haynes and see if they still do flipper knives. And if they do, I know that sounds a weird way to do it, but if you look on shit like Henny Haynes, and if they're a proper like big legitimate company, if they're still selling flipper knives, then they'd be all right because they wouldn't fuck about. You even get this nice fucking box with it and everything. Can't remember the price of all this shit, but yeah, I'll let you know when I do the review. Cheryl said, talking of older people, Tom and I started watching Ray Donovan on Prime with John Voight. It has to be the most odd but addictive show we've watched for quite a long time. Has anyone watched it? I have not. I have heard of Ray Donovan, but I don't really know a lot about it. What is it about? I'll tell you what I did watch though this week, and I've really enjoyed it actually. Some people on the Discord know. I watched that. First time I'd ever seen it, although I feel like I'd seen the end of it. I actually really enjoyed that. I like the concept of it. Lawrence Fishburne being a complete fucking nutter was quite funny. At first I wasn't sure about his character. I thought, I don't know if I like him. The more he went in, the more I fucking loved him in the end. It was completely mental. Especially that end gunfight when he's running around with the two pistols. It was quite a good scene actually. And he's got all his black smart clothes on and his fucking shoulder holsters and all that. Yeah, look decent. Deep in a bit, Bunker said, knife meme review. Yes. Yoda said, do you have a knife sharp tester? No, I don't. No. You'd probably make one, couldn't you? It's only like a thing that holds like something on and you press it on like a pair of scales. You could probably make that, couldn't you? Peter, what does he think? This is the Matrix. You'd think so. I think Lawrence Fishburne in King of New York is cooler in that than he is the Matrix. Yeah. I saw people do it on a scale. Yes, that's it. Yeah, exactly, mate. Mo said, Desert Eagle or that's quite a good question. Desert Eagle or a Smith & Wesson 500? I actually like both of those guns. Probably the Smith & Wesson 500. I'll go for the Desert. I think Thing is, I like both of those guns. Pete says flipper tabs are part of the tang anyway. Well, that's it, mate. M16 mother. So yeah, this is going to be added into one of the knives that go towards the what do you call it? The donation knives. The people who donated 12 quid get one of these. Bill, how you doing, mate? You right? And he said, hey folks, I have to try doing tonight. I ain't too bad, mate. I'm not too bad, a little bit tired. But yeah. Is my face still a bit red? Because oh fuck it, I'll just show you a picture of it. The other night I look like this. Oh no, I think I deleted it. Hang on. Wait a minute. I'll even go into my fucking recycle bin and put it back in. Restore the selected items. So, hang on. I looked like that the other day. But what I didn't know was that shit stains your skin. Yes. I had a red face the next day. But luckily, all it looked like, I had a bit of rosacea. Yeah. Yeah, most of it's off my hands now. yes, Yoda, yeah, lock stock. Pete said I'm better with field stripping than AK though. Nice. Well, I've said a knife for a fork. A knife. The other a knife. Emperor said, don't need a tester. I can sharpen a knife to cut a week into 9 days. Nice. I don't mind sharpening knives. I don't go mad with them, but I sharpen them enough that, you know, they're usable. You know what I mean? You know, they are sharp, but they're not like... I don't go, as I said, I don't go mad with them. Mother, this is not question time tonight. Josh is still laughing at that picture. Living with a squirter on the rag. Certainly am. Certainly am. Oh, fuck's sake, dropped. Yes, that's exactly what it was. Oh, fuck's sake. So anyway, what have you lot been up to? I've told you everything I've done. What kind of shit? That should have a leather sheath, shouldn't it? I reckon I'll do a dark leather sheath like that handle. Yeah, I reckon I'll try and make one to match that. When I say dark, I don't mean... See, that's look like... you can't even see it in this kind of light there. But this has got more of a reddy hue to it. A reddy brown hue. Looks dark brown on there. Actually, it almost looks black on there, doesn't it? But in real life, this has got a sort of reddy brown hue. This one, I'll actually do like almost black. What one? This one? Yeah, this one has... I know what you mean, actually, Yoda. That does have a medieval look to it, don't it? It looks like a smaller version of a knife I've seen on The Witcher that I was going to make. Maybe that's where the inspiration came from. Cheryl said, Ray Donovan runs an agency that rescues celebrities and famous athletes out of trouble when they are caught in synchro compromise. What? Scenes which compromise their future. I don't know. It has a fiction vibe. Okay. Or is that just a word? Scenario compromise. I don't know. Fuck that. Pulp Fiction vibe. Okay. I'll check it out. The drop said spent 4 hours in an auditorium with a bunch of second years. Kid had a science project and I had to be there. Then, you know, the only thing I can say to that, the only thing I can say to that, dropped, is gutted. I don't think I have a I don't think I have a thing that actually says gutted on it. Have I? Gutted. Mother said, Mike, you missed a serious question. I'll stop writing loads of bollocks. If it's a grenade, a grenade or a big Molotov, grenade any day of the week. It depends though. It depends what you're doing. It depends what you're doing. The Molotov and the grenade are two very, very different. You know, they have very different outcomes essentially. You know what I mean? I'm not sure, Mother. I can't see any comment other one from you. Oh, a question only for Mike. Kerry Lee Kern or Lily Rome? I'd say Kerry Lee Kern. In fact, I was looking at some pictures of her today. Now, a difficult question would be Kerry Lee Cohen or Atlanta Marino. Now, that's a difficult question. I think it's Atlanta Marino, anyway. I think that's her name. But Kerry in that case. Stop being rude, Mother. There's women watching. What's in the box? My wife's head. No. DVDs, but 7 isn't one of them. Because my 7 is up there. Are you saying that? I don't think I own 7 on DVD. No, yes, I do. I definitely do. Yeah, I do own 7. I don't know where it is. I've moved everything around. It was a good question, Mother. It was a good question. So anyway, Cheryl says it's got a Pulp Fiction vibe and scenarios. Fucking hell, I've missed a trick there, haven't I? Just imagine you're watching the film 7 and I'm Brad Pitt and I can act as good as him, but unless you pay, I'm not gonna do the full acting credit. But yes, ask your question again, Yoda. Ask your question again. Yoda said, is there a crown? There's a crown just there. There's a small chance I'll get my gun license next year. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice. Right. If he doesn't... there you go. Emperor said, what's in the box? That was a bad question. If you don't want to know. Oh, yes. There we go. My wife's head. The only fucking head I get around here. There you go. What a fucking treat. That's so fucking shit I do. There you go. The drop said, imagine you as Brad Pitt got it. I need you to cover your camera in Vaseline first and I'll squint. Not that difficult, Drops. I am an amazing actor. I've been told by lots of people in my dreams. There you go. Imagine Brad Pitt in the fucking I'm gonna ask you a question now, right? One of my favourite films that Brad Pitt stars in, who I like to refer to as Bradley Piff, which is what they call him in the League of Gentlemen. Bradley Piff. So one of my favourite films I've ever seen Bradley Piff in is California. Is it called California? California with a K, isn't it? California, right? And there's one bit he does some acting in that fucking film that makes me fucking piss myself laughing. And he repeatedly does this action. Do any of you not know what it is? Have you seen California? It's got Brad Pitt in it, and has it got David Duchovny? And they're interviewing Brad Pitt because Brad Pitt's a serial killer. And in a minute, I'll do an impression, if no one can guess, but I'll do an impression of what he does in that film, and I might even try and get a clip of it that makes me fucking piss myself. It's such a weird thing to do. He does this bit of acting that I've never, ever seen another actor ever do repeatedly. And why I find it funny is I used to know people who used to do the same thing. Right. First question is, have you seen the film California with Brad Pitt as a serial killer? I'll just check it's called that, because why not? Drop said, yeah, I saw the hospital scene with Metallic. Okay, let me just check it is called California. Where are we? Brad Pitt film called California. Yes. Okay. California, spelled with K. 1993. All right. No, not the thing. No. Hey, I've never seen him or any actor ever do this thing more than once. He does it multiple times in this film, and it makes me fucking piss myself laughing. It's so funny. I don't know if you don't find it funny. I'm just saying it makes me laugh, right? Yeah, only because I've known people who used to do this as much as he does in the fucking film. It's not her thing, though. She also said Juliette Lewis was in that. Great. Brad Pitt on the train. Dot said, you have one of them old people phone cases. Fuck, of course I do. Of course I do. You're a dick. What other fucking case am I supposed to have? The screen would be smashed if it didn't have a cover on the front of it. Make me laugh, you do. Right. During the film, would anyone like to try and answer this, right? During the film, it's a bit disgusting, by the way. Collins Bob said, does he put his hands down his pants and then smell his finger after? No. But you might have been, you nearly, constantly in the film, he keeps doing this. It's so fucking weird. Honestly, constantly doing that in the film. Fucking hell. And honestly, I find it the weirdest fucking thing. But I've known people that constantly do that myself. Honestly, watch California just for Brad Pitt going. Watch it. Go on, watch it just for him doing that, and then you'll fucking love it. Shout said, I think I got to kill you. Yeah, go on. Watch California just for him doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I just said I flicked the bogey once. Check that tea, bro. Oh, fuck's sake. Yes, and he keeps doing like the snorting thing, where he's like snorting his fucking snot back down his throat, dirty bastard. Yes. He's doing it for the whole film. Guys said he did play a great pikey in Snatch. Yes, true. She also do remember Brad Pitt saying that a lot. Hang on, what was it? I think I got to kill you. I don't know. Oh god. Emperor said he had a but I don't think he ever does any coke in that film, does he? If he did, that went over my head. Maybe he did. I didn't notice that in that. I never noticed he had that in that. Has he got a coke? Do you reckon he's got a coke problem in that? I never noticed it. Can't ever remember him doing. I'll have to watch it again to see. That would make sense why he's doing it all the time. I think why I find it so funny is because it was like, it would make sense if he was constantly doing coke. That would make sense. But I'm pretty sure, I may be wrong about this, I don't think he does coke once in the whole thing. And that's why it's so weird and funny. It's fucking bizarre. He's constantly doing it for the whole film, but for no reason whatsoever. And also, I've known other people who used to do that a lot, and it just reminds me of them, and I find it hilarious. That's me, because I'm weirdo. Emperor, no, read that one. No, I didn't. Guys Bob said, and a pair of them shoes. You said that's definitely a nice blade, that. Cheryl said it was one of my favourite 90s movies following Natural Born Killers. Do you know what? Natural Born Killers, absolutely love that film. Absolutely love it. Drop said, leave it to Mike to not understand that characters have lives going off the screen. No, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having that. It would be alluded to. I'll watch it again. Shout it dropped. I'll watch it again and then I'll decide. All right. Because I can't remember there ever being any relevance to that, though. You know what I mean? I think it was just he just did that as a point just to make the character weirder. Because it makes him fucking proper odd. And you notice it. You notice how fucking weird he is. Yeah. I don't think I've seen The Mexican. Yeah, Natural Born Killers, that's a great film. I'll watch California again soon, and then I'll tell you what I think of it. I don't think I've seen The Mexican. Who's in it, apart from Bradley Piff? Yes. They don't have lives other than what they showed dropped. I'm not having it. I sit here doing this now just to annoy you. This will fucking do Metallica in, I tell you. But no, I'll rewatch it, and if I think there is anything that at least alludes, even to the slightest, to Coke or anything like that, then I'll agree with you. But from what I remember, there was none of that. Because this is the thing. I'll watch it, because the thing is, I haven't watched it since I was about I haven't seen California since I was probably about 20. So that's about 25 years ago. So I'll watch it again, then I'll let you know. Because the only reason is I mentioned that is the people I knew who used to do that, it was never anything to do with Coke. It was just because I'll tell you what, when you start doing that, if you start doing it, it becomes a habit. Not Coke, just that fucking snorting thing. And you just do it anyway. And what you do, as soon as you get a slightly runny nose, you start doing that. And that's just the experience I've had from people who've never touched Coke. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll watch it and find, and I will I'll see. But yeah. Oh, James Gandolfini is in weirdly dropped. I recognise the name of the Mexican. Yeah, James Gandolfini, yeah. Drops it, and that lady was Brad Pitt's warns Linus about in Ocean's 11. Never seen that one either. I'm not a massive fan of Bradley Pitt. I think he's overrated. He's better. I prefer him when he's forced into when he's doing a character that's far away from his normal stuff. Then he's quite interesting. Bit like California, bit like Burn After Reading. You know what I mean? When he does stuff like that, and they're a fucking weird character where he's actually got to act and not be himself, that's quite interesting. Doesn't know why he's Mike playing trivia with the chat. That's sake. I have no idea what the fuck you're not talking about. Everyone ignore the dropped in Yoda and talk to me. It's half fucking 10 already, nearly, isn't it? 23 minutes past. Down with fucking coffee. Got a bit of fucking lime scale in it. Jock said, been a week and I've got beers waiting for the missus to get home. Yeah, Penny normally gets home about during the live stream, don't she, I think? So dropped. What did your son present at the science class? Or didn't he have to do anything? Inglourious Bastards is one of those films. I like Quentin Tarantino's films. There are a couple that I don't like as much as some of the others. Inglourious Bastards is one of those that has a load of really, really, really good bits. But there's also quite a few bits that irritate me quite a lot. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I dislike Inglourious Bastards, but unlike some of Quentin Tarantino's other films that I can watch all of it, and like Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Hateful Eight, Kill Bill 1, there's nothing in those that I dislike. There are a few bits in Inglourious Bastards that I don't like. Here's a question. What do you think is Quentin Tarantino's weakest film? Because I think one of Quentin Tarantino's weakest films is also his best film. One of his best films was I quite like Death Proof, right? But I don't like the end of Death Proof. I think Death Proof is the perfect film up until Stuntman Mike's in the hospital. It should have ended there. When Stuntman Mike's in the hospital and Irma McGraw comes out thinking, oh yeah, he's been doing this quite a lot. That's when that film should have ended. That would be I would make if I ever get round to it, I'll make the Death Proof supercut. And what it will do, I'll just cut off the bit after Stuntman Mike goes to hospital. That's the end of the film then. No more. Don't need no more than that. All the rest is bollocks. Yeah. I like all the first half of Death Proof. It's a great film. Second half, I don't like it. Yeah, I would agree with you. Dropped also. I think Quentin Tarantino's weakest film is Jackie Brown. Yes, I would say. Without the Death Proof thing, yeah, Jackie Brown. Yeah, I'm looking up there because that's where my Quentin Tarantino films are. Do you know what? What, one of his weakest, or are you just mentioning it? So I can't remember who all the directors are in Four Rooms, but I know it's Quentin Tarantino. He does the last one. Quentin Tarantino does the last one where the fingers are being chopped off. And Robert Rodriguez, who directed From Dusk Till Dawn and the El Mariachi films. What are they fucking called? I can't remember what they're called now. But anyway, you know them ones. Desperado. Anyway, Robert Rodriguez is one, which is the kids in the hotel room that has Antonio Banderas in it. That is genuinely one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. And every time I watch that, I'll be laughing so badly I can't fucking breathe. Yeah. Yeah, I think each segment of the Four Rooms is done by a different director. No, it doesn't. It don't get mentioned a lot. It doesn't. Yeah. I've got Four Rooms somewhere. It's up there. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I can't remember who does the other two stories, but I know one of them's Robert Rodriguez anyway. One of them is Quentin Tarantino. Yeah. Has Quentin Tarantino given up making films now, though? He wanted to make, was it 8 films he was making? I can't remember. And is that, have you ever heard this thing about the 8 films, making 8 films, however many it is? Is that a thing to do with Sergio Leone? Because Sergio Leone only made 8 films, and it may be a reference to that. Doc said, I think he needs to lean into making shorts. Oh, what? Quentin Tarantino, yes. Yeah. Trade, how you doing, mate? Trade, I made another one of the knives today. One of the, you're after some of these, and you paid for one, didn't you? Here's another one today. This one isn't finished, so if it looks a bit rough in places, that's why. There you go. That may be on offer. So basically, it managed to get a bottle of mead. Harvest Good. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I was gonna stop drinking for about a month. starting last weekend, but I may have a drink tomorrow. So yeah, I probably will. I think tomorrow is going to be. So after tomorrow, I'm going to stop drinking till my birthday. I'm going to say that. Don't mean I will though, but I'm going to attempt to. So yeah, if anyone wants to do a chat, a long evening chat tomorrow, let me know. I'm assuming the drops and Penny will be there. But yeah, anyone else wants to join in for a chat tomorrow night, let me know. Yeah, they said I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Emperor said Guy Ritchie makes some equally great films. Yes, he does. I've not watched any of his recent stuff. I prefer his gangster films because I know he started making a couple of like not his traditional films. Like he made those Sherlock Holmes films, didn't he? And possibly made a kids film. I've not seen those, but all of his gangster stuff, fucking brilliant. I haven't seen that new one though. What is it? The Gentleman. You're off, Timber. Good night, mate. Thanks for watching. The Drop said, he has a ton of scenes he wanted to do, but couldn't find a movie to put them in. If you put out a whole movie of just short films, I think it'd go a long way. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Because I drink responsibly. Well, yeah, so do I. Doc said, I drink like I've been thrown in a pool and my only chance of survival is to chug my way out. That's more like what I do, actually. That is more like what I do. Yeah, I was tempted to buy a bottle of overproof rum tomorrow. I don't know. They're quite expensive for what they are. Yeah, The Gentleman I haven't seen. I do like a film that's serious but with a bit of comedy in it. I'll tell you a film that I don't know why I was thinking about it, that I found sadly really fucking disappointing. It must have come up as an advert last night, but there's a film that I was really, really, really hoping to like, and I was massively disappointed by it, and that was Legend. Tom Hardy, Legend, Crichton's film. Because one of the main issues they did was, and I think this is a mistake to do this, because it's in the 60s, they used 60s music. What that does, though, is if you're a fucking British person, it feels like you're watching fucking Heartbeat, and it just takes you out the mood. What the original Craze Twins film did, it had no music of the era. It just had sort of incidental music. It didn't have anything of the time. It was just music that for tension and whatever, and that kept you from suddenly being transported. And fucking ruined it for me that had 60s music in it, actual 60s music of the era. The problem with Legend, the acting's good. I don't think the bloke who directed it understands anything to do with the relationship of twins, though. And neither is Tom Hardy. Well, Tom Hardy's just being directed anyway. And it's got there's a lot of like scenes that are great for fucking memes, but that's it. There's no substance to it, sadly. I still think the 1980s Craig Twins film was fucking miles better than Legend. And I wanted to love Legend. I was gutted because I fucking love Tom Hardy. Drop said, I know you've asked, but have you seen Lawless? I have seen. I am a big fan of Tom Hardy. Don't get me wrong. I think the only film he's ever made that I didn't like was Legend. I've seen like 3/4 of Lawless. I think I've missed a bit, but I have got it on DVD to watch again. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Tom Hardy's one of my favourite actors. I so badly wanted to absolutely love Legend. I genuinely think the original 1980s one, with 90s one, with the Kemp brothers, so much better. Yeah. Cheryl said Tom loved Guy Ritchie's Covenant. Oh, okay. What happens in Covenant, Cheryl? Yeah, because that's what I haven't seen a lot of his new films, the Guy Ritchie films. I want to. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I don't know. But I like Guy Ritchie. Yeah, Taboo I've not seen, but I want to. Yeah. Treasure Lawless. We'll need to rewatch that. Yeah, I've seen. I think I've basically missed maybe 20 minutes near the beginning. What it was, I think it was on the telly one night, and I started watching it, had to go and do something, and then came back and carried on watching it after I missed a bit. Yeah. Yeah, Peaky Blinders, I'm going to wait until that's completely finished to watch that, because I do want to watch that, and hopefully I'll really like it. But I want to know that I can just watch it without having to wait for series now. I don't like waiting anymore. So I said, haven't seen Legend for the same reason you're talking about. I can get behind era appropriate, but it pulls you out of what's going on so badly. Yeah, well, the problem is, what it is, dropped, was in the UK, there was a really shit fucking police program in the fucking 90s called Heartbeat. And it was like a Sunday afternoon thing, and it was fucking shit. And all it did was constantly played all of the popular 60s songs, and it was, some people liked it, but it was more of a Sunday afternoon thing for, and it had like a heartthrob bloke in it for the women to like, and like I can't think of the equivalent of an American show like it, but it was fucking terrible. So if you've ever seen that, as soon as you watch Legend and it plays this music, it makes you think fucking Heartbeat, and it fucking ruins it. It ruined it for me. It would have been better without any era music. And also, as you say, if it's of an era that you don't really like, because also a lot of 60s music I don't really like 60s music. Not all 60s music, but a lot of 60s music was I don't know. It's not all this, but a lot of the 60s, popular 60s music was basically for fucking young girls. It was music for young girls. All of the Beatles music is for young girls originally. That's what it was. You listen to it. It's music for young girls. And a lot of it was. And it's shit. It's fucking shit. Nick said my mum used to love watching Heartbeat. Absolute torture having to watch shit like that when I was off school. Honestly, Nick, and because of that shite, I couldn't enjoy Legend. I couldn't enjoy it. It just took me out of it so badly. Absolutely ruined it for me. Yeah. I so badly wanted Legend to be my fucking favorite fucking film ever. You know what I mean? I don't like it. Oh God. Space Cadet said I'd rather binge watch Yeah, what I do now, if I watch anything now, I'd rather just wait until it's completely finished and then just binge it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Space Cadet said Ideal. I think the whole lot of Ideals on BBC iPlayer now. Yoda said, can I tell you about Bill Maynard? Yes, tell us all about Bill Maynard. Yeah, Greengrass. So Peaky Blinders was amazing, but didn't enjoy the last season as much. Covenant is a war movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah. All right. Actually, I saw a trailer for it. I like Jake Gyllenhaal's a fucking good actor. He's good. Nick said, my mum was born bang on 1960, so it's the stuff she grew up with and she loves it. Well, that's it. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I fucking a lot of 60s music I fucking hate. It doesn't do anything for me. And if it's anything like popular, instantly makes you think of Heartbeat. What American show could you describe that's like Heartbeat? It's just like a Sunday, it was a Sunday afternoon thing for fucking mums, really, wasn't it? And it was fucking terrible, and the kids would have to be forced to watch it. Oh, gosh. Yoda said Greengrass's daughter went to my school. Nice. Space Cadet said, see, they're doing a live comeback. Who's doing a live comeback? And he turned up one time, did he? But yeah, I do want to watch Peaky Blinders. As I say, it's just a lot of these things I'll wait now. I'd rather wait and just when they're finished. Last one dropped. Hello, Penny. Hope you're good. Well, I doubt she'll be on yet. Yeah. Fucking Heartbeat. That ruined that fucking film for me, that did. Absolutely ruined it. Oh, Brian from Ideal died, you think? That's a shame. Oh, Ideal are going to do a live comeback. Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's one of those. I've got a list of if it ain't on here, I'll have to add it. It should be on here. There you go. That's my list of films, TV shows to watch. TV shows to watch. Nick said, have you seen Stephen Graham's new thing, Adolescence? Really? I'm going to watch it with Metallic soon. If she hasn't already started it without me and Metallic are going to watch that soon. Yeah. What else did I add in here recently? They have added a new, the latest series, or the latest series in England. There you go. Adolescence. What was I saying? They've added the latest series that the UK have of What We Do in the Shadows. And first, I didn't watch Oz until the end. Watched it all the way through. Yeah. I watched it as it was coming out, if you know what I mean. I'll show you in a minute. Basically, I watched Oz as it was coming out in the 90s, but I didn't actually watch all of it till about, I don't know, 2010s maybe. Yeah, Monkey's on there. Fucking love Monkey. Wait a minute. I just need to make sure it doesn't. Yeah, Monkey. So we've got Monkey, Oz. So some of these I have seen before, but I just want to rewatch them. Monkey, Oz, Archive 81, which I was watching, but not very good. Deadwood, Twin Peaks, The Boys, Psychoville, Still Game, Hyperdrive, Midnight Mass, Hannibal, American Horror Story, The Sopranos, Him and Her, Ideal, Them, The Take, Stranger Things, Bodies, Masters of Horror, Kath and Kim, Fall of the House of Usher, House on Haunted Hill. And I have watched recently, I can't read them fuckers now. Yeah, some of these I've already seen years ago. Rings of Power, Fargo, Nathan Barley, Spirited, Gotham, Captain Butler, Mr. Mercedes, Underbelly, Castle Rock, People Just Do Nothing, Limmy Show, Look Around You, Outlander, Black Mirror, Westworld, What We Do in the Shadows, Year of the Rabbit, Toast of London, Vikings. That's just stuff that I remind myself to watch. These are things I'd like to watch. So when I sit there and think, oh, I wouldn't mind watching a TV show, I can pick one of those. I have every episode of Monkey on DVD, Space Cadet, and I fucking love that fucking thing. I have been in a fight and been arrested because of Monkey. Oh God, yes, that's how much I love that. Yeah. Oh, God, fucking love it. Yes. I used to like his quote. I used to like his saying, I am Monkey and I love to fight. Yes. I do want to watch The Boys. There's not too many of them either, is there? Deadwood I haven't seen, but I actually own them all. Bought them all on DVD. Cheryl said Hell Street Blues was corny like Heartbeat for America. There you go. Yeah, Hell Street Blues then. Yeah, fucking hell, everyone. Saint, how you doing, mate? Oh, an update for anyone who's come on it. I think if people were as interested, they would have said anyway. Weapons and Stuff 93, who had his channel hacked and fucking stolen and then shut down by YouTube. He should be back soon. Yeah, I thought you might. You reminded me. I'll see you come on, Saint. I forgot. I meant to mention it ages ago. But I thought if anyone was on here to talk about that, they would have mentioned it. I'll definitely watch The Boys. Yeah. These are just stuff I've basically written down so that when I'm sat there bored and I think, I wouldn't mind watching a TV show, I've got an idea at least. Because otherwise, I don't know about you, I sit there for fucking ages trying to decide what to watch. Well, this at least I've got, and all of these are available at the minute to watch somewhere. Hello, Penny. How you doing? You all right? I made this today. It's not quite finished. Yeah. Some of them are a bit more of an undertaking than others. I like things that are a bit shorter, to be honest. It is a lot watching. Nowadays, I'm instantly put off by something if it's an hour fucking long and there's 24 episodes. Because there's going to be a fair bit of shit in there. It does make me appreciate UK. I love the format that we do stuff in, but it goes so quick. So, like Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, that's the greatest TV show I've ever seen, and I love it, and it inspires me every single time I do these Spirophiles, right? But there's basically 3 hours worth of content out there, and that's it. 6 30-minute episodes is all that ever got made. And that's sad, but in a way, it meant that fucking never went shit because it was fucking perfection, and then it stayed perfection because there was no one to. I reckon a series 2 would have been good. Saint said, got to go through all my collection and find somewhere to sell it. Going through a period of just trying to reset, if that makes sense. Hopefully car boot people are interested. Yeah, well, that's probably the place to go, mate. Or depends what you're selling. There'll be a fair few people online, but it's getting it going, isn't it, online. Go on, it's Bob. Take care, mate. Yeah, I'll speak to you tomorrow. I'm going to have a drink tomorrow if you want to have a late one with us. Yeah. How you doing, Penny? Anyway, you all right? Thank you for the link drops. Where are we? It's basically I'm just going to grab a cuppa. You said hello, Penny. Yeah. I'm not going to drink. I wasn't going to drink, but fuck it. I'm in the mood now. I'm in the mood. Carlos Bob said, night. Oh, yeah, could be a good thing. Yeah, cheers. Take care, mate. Take care. Saint said, yeah, I'm useless with eBay selling. Can't work out the parcel stuff. It's a lot of rigmarole. I will sell stuff online, even just privately, but it's always a fucking pain in the ass. If you sell things privately and have to get some fucker to fucking... You'll be surprised how many people buy stuff off me, and then I check their address, and their address doesn't fucking exist. And then I have to say to them, you've not sent me the right address. And they go, oh, no, sorry, yeah, it's just... Fucking hell, what cunt doesn't know their own address? Honestly. That drives me mental, that does. I have to check people's addresses every time now because you'll be surprised how many times that happens. Nick said, got myself a new diamond sharpening stone from AliExpress the other day. Only £2 odd each. I'll see what they're like when they're... Oh, yeah, that's the fucking proper decent price, isn't it, Nick? I hope they're good. Even if you got like 10 sharpens out. £2, you know what I mean? It's the one with the blue door. Are you thick or something? Yes. You'll be surprised, Nick. You'll be fucking surprised. Haven't seen the video of the survival knife you made, but it looks great so far. Thank you. Yeah, that's this. What, this one you mean? These are all... So, people donated 12 quid so I could buy 3 weed slashers. And that meant I could get shitloads of material for knives and swords. Probably don't have to buy any for a couple of years now. And in return, people would have that much of one of the weed slashers, and I make them all a knife. So there's that one. I made 4. I need to make 14. I've made 4 so far. There's 1. And then they'll get a random one. This one, that's got a survival kit underneath that handle. Kydex sheath. They'll all be different. Alright. Move me fucking chair. I'm fucking up the fucking arm doing that. This one. I've got an oak handle. I think the other one's a cherry, potentially. I don't know. And then this one I made today doesn't have a sheath yet. They'll all be different. They'll all have different guards or, you know, handle shapes and all shit like that, blade shapes. Saint said the weed slash metal seems to be good. Doesn't seem flimsy. That's decent. It's decent. It's an already sort of hardened and tempered spring steel of a decent Rockwell hardness as well. So as long as you keep it cool when you're doing it, it will produce a really good knife. Perfectly adequate for a knife. Well, and the swords even. You know, fucking ideal for that. Have you had a hard dirt work, Penny? I hope you have a nice easy one. Nick said, yeah, even if they're shit, I won't be too bothered, to be honest. Got a load of grits from like 240 to 2,000. Got a new strop and stuff. Oh, nice. Oh, here's a question for you. Well, then, here's a question for you. I need to polish some metal, right? I don't know what it is. Just a standard steel. I don't know. But I need to polish it to a mirror finish. I have sandpapered it to about a 2,000 grit. And then I've used a polishing mop with the various things you put on it. I can't remember what they're called. It does not fucking work. I cannot get it to fucking come out mirror finish at all. Yeah. Well, I don't know what it is. It's some kind of steel. Some kind of steel dropped that a blade has been made out of. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? I don't know. It is a blade, but the thing is, it's a decorative knife, so it's probably not hardened steel. It could just be mild steel, or it could be a decent like knife steel that's not been hardened, because it was a knife made by a proper knife making company for an award. So that's all it is. It's a knife. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really tell you any more than that. Saints, you seen those cotton angle grind wheels? That's exactly what I used. That's exactly what I used today. Yeah, those cotton angle grinding wheels. Yes. Drop said, I can tell you that I'd run the dusters all the way to 3,000, but it's aluminium, so that's different. What's the thing is, I can't remember what they're called. You know, you get those blocks of stuff that you put on a polishing mop. Those. And then I'm rubbing it on it. That will not fucking polish at all. That will not polish. I got white, red, brown, and black. That's it. I can't tell you no more than that. I don't know anything more about it. It's getting there, but it's just not enough. I want a mirror finish because someone's paying me to do a mirror finish on it. I have a buffing reel, yes. Compound blocks, offbeat warble. Thank you, mate. Yes. Mother's mag polish. Okay, and I'll look into that. Yeah, no, someone's paying me to put a mirror finish on it, and it's not far off of it. I just can't quite get that to be a mirror finish. It's not. I can't quite get that last bit off. Now, my only other option, which I'll actually show you, don't know if I've got it written down here. But my last option was to buy some Brasso, because I know Brasso does work, and it will take off the tarnish. Because what I think is on that, it's got a film of tarnish on it that I can't get off with the stuff I've got. So maybe I'll just buy some Brasso, that was going to be my last resort. Yeah. Next, have you tried something simple like Brasso? I haven't yet. That was what I was going to get next. But I was hoping everything I've done won't quite make it mirror finish. Saint said you need to spend a good. Well, I've done all that. I've done all the grits. I've done, as I say, I've done right up to actually it was 2,500 grit. I've done right up to 2,500 grit, and then I've put it on 4 different polishing compounds on a round cotton thing on a drill, and then I've used various other polishing compounds to try and get that like, what do you call it, cloudy effect that's on it off. Auto Soul trade was the other one I was looking into. Maybe I'll just get some Auto Soul and some Brasso. They was the last 2 options I was going to try, because I think that's all it is. I think it's ready. It just needs that last bit to take off any. Yeah, but trust me, I have done all that. Yeah. Well, no. Do you know what, Saint? I would, but he said clear coat spray. Well, I would be tempted to do that afterwards, but the drop put me off once when I said about that, and he said he did that once, and someone went rusty. Fuck that. So I said, get the best picture of it you can and put it on Discord when you can. All right, I will do. Nick said I used Brasso to polish a 440C knife with a felt wheel and a Dremel. It came up good. All right. Yeah, I have done a mirror finish on aluminium knuckle dusters years ago. Proper mirror finish with finishing off with Brasso. Yeah, Brasso's fucking good. Brasso will just take anything off the surface. It's cleaning it, really. That's what I think. What I need, I think what I need is something that will clean the blade, that will take any stuff off it. I've used 4 different kinds of compounds today, Penny. She said, have you used any compounds? Yes. Yeah, I've used 4 different kinds of compounds. Well, I didn't use them all because one of them's quite abrasive. But I tried doing I got a pack of 4 different ones. And apart from the very abrasive one, I used the other 3 leading up to the finest one. Yeah. Brasso is fucking great. Hello, Tactical. Tactical, by the way, those things Peach pointed out are plate covers. Not although if you look up hair covers, they're similar, but I think they'd be too big. This shit's still on. The cloth will go dark from it. Yeah, with Brasso, yes. Or Zorto Soul do the same. Oh, you mean the wheel thing, yeah. Yeah, Brasso. I'll show you. Brasso's great. Thing is, I had some Brasso, but it had all been used. Yeah, Brasso, if you've got any, it works really well with brass, obviously. But it is supposed to be for any metal. And yeah, any tarnished, any brass, without using anything other than Brasso, I could make that a mirror shine without using anything else. Yeah. But I don't have any. But I've never used it on anything else other than aluminium and brass. Nick said there is flitz polish as well, which I know is really good, but it's a bit expensive. What I'll do, I'll go for the Brasso and the Autosol. Brasso, I've used loads of times. I just ain't got any. And the Autosol was another one that was recommended to me, putting on a polishing mop thing. But yeah. All right, I reckon it is pretty much ready to go. No, I've never heard of Mother's Polish, Penny. This is partly what I was asking, in case someone had a home remedy. You know what I mean? Not a home remedy, but like a fucking, Because I'll tell you what I did do once, but I'm wary of doing it on certain metals. I cleaned up someone else's knife recently, but I think it was like it was either stainless steel or it was like chrome plated essentially. And I used to clean it up fucking beautifully to a mirror finished lemon juice and vinegar. And then I got some aluminium tin foil, scrunched it up, dipped it in it, and fucking basically scoured the blade with that. And that came up fucking looking lovely. But what it did, it left I say it came up lovely. It didn't at first. At first, you rub it over and then it leaves like a bit of a black dark cover on it. The other weird polish I've got, that won't work with that, took all that off perfectly. Doc said, I'll ask the same question as always. Is it magnetic? Well, if I can find a magnet, I'll let you know. Thought I had one up there. Yes, it is. At peak. But yeah, I have used Brasso loads of times. That is a kissing crane knife. Yes, that is. M3. So that's a kissing crane knife. That is in it. Yes. Thank you, Penny. All right, I'll look into. I did just open a tab, but yes, thank you, Penny. Reminds me to look into that. Perfect for all metals. That's all. I think that's all it is. Thank you. I just need that last little bit. Said might have to do a weapon the vlog to being queued to a cars and Brasso. I'll just buy it online. Fuck it. I'm not going out. It's all right. All of this can be used. All of this is going into the expenses anyway. What's the most expensive one you can think of? No, I don't. Yeah, no, that's an actual job. The reason I'm asking, that's an actual job I'm doing for someone. Someone is paying me to do that. So, yes. How you doing, Tactical? You're right. Yeah, so that is like a paid job. So I do need to do it. Yeah, it's not far off of it. Got fucking oil on my hands now. Yeah, I'll probably have a drink tomorrow. Fuck it, why not? Nick said, just looked at a tin and Peak has a royal warrant. That can't be bad. Yes. Yeah. I'll keep an ear out for all of them. I do know Brasso works, so Brasso's a good tried and tested one. Did you know that Brasso also has a different so Brasso do Brasso, Silvo, and they also do another one. Hang on. was it? Fucking shame I can't find it. It was all hinging on one fucking picture to do a fucking joke. But there is Brasso, there's Silvo, and they even used to do one called Shitto. And I don't know what that was for. Fuck's sake, I wish I could find a picture of it. Let me put Shitto Brasso in. What the hell would Shitto be for? Apart from cleaning your toilet. There genuinely was one called Shitto once, though. Ah, well, I can't find it. Fuck it. I'll give up. For polishing a turd. Well, genuinely there was one called Shitto. One of my favourite jokes from In Bed with My Dinner was that when he shows that tin of Shitto. Saint said, on a similar topic, does anyone have any good oils for any good rust prevention for my blades and dips? All I use for everything is silicone oil, silicone gun oil. It's cheaper to buy it like this. Nick said Ballistol is good. I use frog lube on certain knives since it's food safe. Yeah, I'll just use silicone oil. And put it this way, I've been using silicone oil on my air rifle, not in my air rifles or in anything like that, but just for cleaning them and keeping them good. 2 of my air rifles still look like they're brand new and they're 25 years old. Just giving them a clean. Oh, that's I preserve all my knives with that, and clean my guns with it. Yeah. It does the job, Saint. You know, it does the job what it's supposed to do. Yeah. Where's a knife that I'll show you a particular knife that goes rusty quite quickly. And let's test it, shall we? So that little thing there goes rusty very easily. The last time I got that out, I put silicone gun oil on it. That'd be fucking good. Then I haven't touched this for a while, but this is the kind of thing that if you touch this with your bare fingers, it will get rusty. Oh, it's got a bend in it, but it hasn't. If I touch this with my bare fingers and put it back, that would have rust on it. Try not to breathe it in. Yeah, it does the job. The Woods RP, how you doing? He said, "What's the best oil to stop my grinder squeaking?" What? Yeah, I ain't got a fucking clue, mate. I ain't got a clue. Get yourself some fucking marijuana oils. Put one little drop on that. Is that the kind you mean? He means this kind of grinder. Nick said, "Have you ever tried Ballistol, Mike? It smells like aniseed. You'd probably love it." Fucking hate the smell. I haven't. But now you make me want to. Now you make me want to get some. I did not know that smelled like that, Nick. Oh, that sounds lovely. Like I said, air tool oil is very thin and can help a lot of things. Think water. Think water that's oil. Saint said, I must be stupid because I never thought silicone spray would do it. On guns and blades, it's good. Just be careful on I don't think silicone oil's silicone oil's good for everything. I don't think it's good for leather, potentially. I breathed in a load of that fucking oil and that's making my throat hurt. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, please. You're more likely to see these in the future then. The English Country House. Todd Cutler. That is, mate. That is. Good spot. Yes, it is. Yeah, that was a Todd Cutler stiletto. Yes, nice spot, mate. Where was I? Yes, nice that. It's nice, isn't it? Drop said, in that case, woods, acetone, and brass bristle brush. Yeah. No, Drop to get you back on that, but yes. English Country House. Do you have one as well? Nice. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? That is my only Todd Cutler thing, though. Penny said, do you have prompt for joining yet? As in what? As becoming a member? No, I don't. I'll have to do that. I'll write that down to do a members join Nightbot thing. I'll work out what that means. Yeah, I think that's my only Todd Cutler thing. I bought it as a present. Nick said, yeah, silicone oil is bad for leather. I think I remember reading this. It dries it out or something. Also, never use it on the lube, especially for metal. Yes. Yeah, I learned that the fucking hard way, Nick. I learned that the hard way. Yeah. So, silicone oil, don't use it for lubing metal to metal. And I'll tell you why I had an issue with that. Yeah, and you don't want to be spraying it in your guns or anything, but clean the outside of them with it, and they'll be preserved lovely. I cleaned someone's bolt action 410 shotgun for them. And I didn't know about that. And I sprayed a load of silicone oil on the bolt, put the fucking bolt in, and it fucking jammed it. You're very surprised. You wouldn't think any kind of oil would jam something, would you? But it fucking did. Then I had to get it out, clean the whole thing off, and then I had to put this on instead. I've still got it now because it was the only time I ever used it. And then that's what I put on. It may not have been the right stuff, but it worked better. I think that, that was what I put on the bolt in the end. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be surprised. Where are we? Yeah, I'll make a thing for the Nightbot for that, Penny. Penny, thank you for doing the links for me. Saint said, yeah, I touched my sword with my bare hands, looked at it a month later and found my fingerprints etched in it. Spent about an hour sanding it away. Bought some cotton gloves on eBay after that. It's an easy mistake to make. I did it years ago. Yeah, so if it's a knife I really want to keep in a good condition, I always put a bit of silicone oil on it afterwards. But there are lots of oils that will work. That's just the one I've always used, and it's always worked. The English Country House said Renaissance wax is good for blade protection. I've never tried that. And he also said, I met him at Torm. Awesome. What is TORM then? That's obviously one of the things Todd goes to, but yeah, he's a good bloke. He is. I remember Todd before the internet and all that, when he used to go on. I don't know if he went on there multiple times. Scrap Heap Challenge. I remembered him from that the first time I ever came across him on YouTube. I know who that is. throat's gone funny. I've been bloody bringing in that oil. Nick said, is that molly grease? That's probably the best stuff I've used to metal. I think so, Nick. I'm not 100% sure. I won't touch it again because it's covered in bloody. It's on the outside, but I think it probably was, yeah. The original reenactors market. Oh, thank you. Nice one, mate. But yeah, that worked. I had to buy that, especially after I jammed this bloody 410 shotgun, Nick. Penny said, what have you been watching? The only what? Me and Metallica. I'll tell you, actually, that's quite an interesting question, but I'll answer your other questions. The garden is good. I cleaned up the garden and planted loads of seeds, so hopefully, as long as we don't have a frost, all that'll be good. My mum is well as well. She's good now, Penny. She's actually good. She's up. She's eating. She's stopped drinking Coke. She was so bored today. She was up cleaning the bloody bathroom, which is rare for her because she can't stand for very long. So yeah, so she's sorted. Me and Metallic have been watching Reality Z, which is a Brazilian version of a UK one-off short little miniseries called Dead Set. If you've seen Charlie Brooker's Dead Set, there's a Brazilian remake of it. The word says Scrap Heap Challenge. What a fucking memory. It was good, wasn't it? I used to really like Scrap Heap Challenge back in the day. Yeah, it's good show that, wasn't it? The English country, I said, it's every March and every... Oh, is it? Oh, nice, yeah. Amphro says, certain oils destroy the O-rings in the air gun pump. Yes, I think silicone oil isn't good for rubber either. Actually, I know that from experience because I think there's been a couple of my quivers that have O-rings on to hold the bolts in. I've cleaned them with a bit of silicone oil. It's degraded the rubber. Harry, how you doing? He said, I use hair clipper oil on cheap blades and that hasn't caused an issue. Nice one. I've got some of that. And obviously, I cut my hair with clippers. You mean this, don't you? I can't turn it upside. Well, I might be able to turn it up. That's wall. Yeah, clipper oil. What actually is that oil then? I'll clean my fucking hands again now. Yeah. Yeah, she's good, Penny. She's good, which is fucking excellent. English country, I said, it's near Coventry, Toys Central. Nice. The drop said the standard is aluminium, but now I'm going to start asking to say Renaissance. Fuck off. Get Penny to send me an audio clip of you saying Renaissance. Do I say Renaissance wrong? Renaissance. Fuck off. There's no fucking way I'm saying fucking Renaissance. It's Renaissance. I'm not having it. You'll fucking find that is the fucking English language, not the American language. Fuck the Renaissance, it's the Renaissance. Let's have a fucking... We're going to have a poll now. Okay. This will confuse people. Wait till you see this one. Fucking Renaissance. Fucking take that for a fucking poll. Let's see who answers that one. I do like to mess with people. There you go. Answer that poll. Oh, God. Saying that silicone oil can be bad because it has some additives in it that ruins it, but there are some that are good for rubbers. I use mine on a gas mask. 100. So now I can. I did the kind of polls I like because I can rig this to myself winning. But so far, Renaissance is the winner. Whichever way it goes, I win this one. Oh, fuck's sake. Drops up, we need Persia to say it. That'll do it. Well, yeah, maybe. But Percy's not about tonight, so you have to accept me. And I'm the only one who can say things out loud right now. So, yes, Renaissance. That's how you fucking say it. Fucking Renaissance. And fucking aluminium, for a start, had an extra letter in it. I'll have you know. Fucking hell. I've completely fucked my throat out spraying that fucking oil about. Benjamin, wow, that's like me saying out yonder ways. What's the don't get me started on that aluminium? Yes. I've had arguments with people online about aluminium and aluminum because I used to make quite a lot of stuff out of aluminium. And I would get people going, you said aluminium. And that's how the fucking word's spelt. But say chromium. Chromium. Yeah. Yes. So here's the question though, Penny. If I say chromium, do you say chromum? Do you say chromum? There you go. Because if aluminium is aluminum, chromium must be chromum. Yeah, there you go. Now we're getting to the real important questions. Carl said, "High on your horse, my lord, but it's what we can get you to say anything." Oh, well, the aluminum bit, yeah, the added ooh. That's just me. Bill, how you doing, Bill? He said, "I caught one of the movies you suggested. I rather like Longlegs, and I'm watching Maxine." Oh, nice. Longlegs is good, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad you liked it, mate. Yeah, Maxine, fucking great. Thermometer. Although I do like to say thermometer every now. In my head, I'll call it a thermometer because no one actually says that. Yeah, anything that people say like thermometer, in my head, I would like to say thermometer. Until I used to go around saying 2x4 when people corrected me with the proper way 4x2. Never. Wow! Is there a correct way? 2x4, 4x? No, I'd say 2x4. Saint, just remember, I love my American friends, but if they tell us we can't speak wrong, they're talking bollocks. Bill said, Alu Maximum found at a sex lube shop near you. Yeah, 2x4. 4x, I don't know. No, you say, I wouldn't know. Both sound right to me. Yeah, okay. Seeing as we all like our guns, is it under and over or over and under? Shotgun. Under and over and under. See, I spent years saying over and under, but I think it's under and over, or whichever. Yeah. So let's see which of the polls. So far, Renaissance wins. 88% of people said Renaissance. 12%, which was the drop, said Renaissance. There you go. You say over and under. Yeah, over, under and over. I don't know how many people say it wrong. I know I used to as a kid, though. But then I was probably about 12 at the time and heard it on a film. Drop said it's 1 3/4 times 3 3/4 because carpentry is a breeze. Yes. Does pump action count? Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, I don't know. Over and under. Under and over. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Shall we go on to these? Shall we go on to the classic? Because I've started adding words into it now. Kind of blades that. It just don't work when no one can say anything back. What kind of blades that? It's not finished yet, by the way. I need to polish the blade up. Is it a Bowie, or a Bowie knife? Because if you're gonna get into fucking semantics, if that's the right word, let's get right down to it. Why can't it be a fucking Bowie knife? No one's ever heard him say it out loud. That's a Boeing knife. Don't forget, or a Boeing knife, yes. I made that, by the way. So a mass murdering zombie weapon. Master Star mates. For sake. Yes. I haven't quite finished it yet, though. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. We've spent an evening talking shit about words. That's not. I ain't sharpened it yet, dropped. I haven't sharpened it yet. That's still blunt as a butter knife at the minute. Yeah, it still needs sharpening. Drop says, still want to know how the handle works out. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go once it's done. They'll only have to be light cutting though, because the thing is I have to watch out now because of my side, but we'll see. I'll do some bottle cutting, see how that works. So it's a bit hard doing the leather work, Mike. Looks really good. Well, I always, for years, I never touched any leather work because I thought it'd be too much hard work. And that's not that bad. My main tip to people, if you're going to do amateur leather work like I do, what you want to do is mark. That's actually quite nice stitching, that, isn't it? I'm actually quite happy with that stitching. Mark the stitch line with a pencil. If you've got one of those groovers, put a groove in, and then you're only in one side, and then your stitches will sit in that groove. Fucking lovely, like that. And then drill them out. Don't do it with an awl. Just drill them through with like a 2mm drill. Drill the holes through. Then on the other side, do the because the back side's often not quite as good as the front. Then because it depends how flat your thing is. Then do the groove on the other side to match up with the holes. And that's the main thing, really. Just try and keep it clean. Because some leather, so that's an imperfection in the leather, that thing there. Whatever that is. But, you know, nothing wrong with that. This is grade. I think this is like B grade leather. But it's lovely stuff. I quite like it when it comes out of little marks because it makes it look, you know, they can look a bit too perfect, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't think leather work is that difficult if you do it the easy way, which is drill the holes and don't bother doing saddle stitch. Just stitch through and then stitch back through. So you basically in out, and then back up to fill in the gaps. And they'll be solid as fuck, yeah. Yeah. Rice bags. The rice bags are still over there at the minute, Penny. I need to sort those out. I needed one in the other day. I would have loved to have had a fucking hot rice bag on my neck. Yes. My fault. Drop said need a new bottle cutting with the new, but I do. There's loads of things I need to have a. No, did I ever go with that sword? I think I did. Drop said I hate that you can't weld, but I hate it more that I don't have your leather skills. Yeah, it's quite nice being able to do the leather because that was the one thing I was always missing from all of my things was just finishing them off with the leather because it don't have to make a difference. Even like with just that looks so much. That was lovely with a nice leather sheath, doesn't it? Nice bit of stitching. Yeah, I like a bit of leather work. I am tempted to put a load of like pattern on this as well. Still needs my maker's mark as well. But I'll see with it. I quite like that how it is, but Bill said carve a labyrinth out of the local criminals with the David Bowie knife. Yes. Exactly, Bill. Yes, the David Bowie knife. There's a leather work, in my opinion, is just as much of an art as metal work. And yeah, proper sheath makes all difference. It does, and you are right. Yeah. Yeah, it does make a hell of a difference. Well, we have got welders here. We've got a couple of different types of welders, and I know that the Dropped and Richard would show me how to show me how. And Phil said his name was Jim Bowie. Bowie is how it's pronounced. I'm just taking the piss, and I know that the majority of people say Bowie knife. Don't know. But I like to take the piss. I say the majority do, but because the only thing is, I don't, as far as I'm aware, now I may be wrong about this. There's no actual recording of how he ever actually said it. And because you don't say the bloke who throws the ball at a baseball thing is called a bowler, do you? You'd say a bowler. So you'd say Bowie knife. And the thing that you tie up on the head is a bow, not a bow. You know what I mean? And that's just getting into word play, I suppose, essentially. But yeah, most people will say it's Bowie knife, and I know that. I'm just being a piss taker. That's why I start going down the lines of what is it? Bowie, just Bowie. Because if David fucking Bowie starts claiming his name Bowie instead of Bowie, then you've got the Bowie knife. So then you've got the Bowie, the Bowie knife, and the Boeing knife. Yes. Drop said, tried any scroll kind of design on them? I'll show you the only things I've really done. I've only got one in here that's had sort of markings put on it. Well, one of the swords has. But I've done that. That's very basic edge work. I actually made, so you see those that tooling was done with tools that I made myself, and that one. They are basically the ends of nails that I've cut a pattern into. No, that's got some on it, but it's pretty much the same as that. I've never massively gone into the tooling of leather. I'd really like some of the patterns you can do, but it's one of those things. You have to be very, very fucking careful because you can fuck it up straight away and there's no way to hide it. With a lot of things, there probably are ways of hiding it, but pretty much once you've dented leather, it's very, very, very difficult to get it back out. So if you fuck it up, you can't really hide it. That's why you'd practice. But it's one of those things I want to do, but it depends how long I'm taking to make a knife. Because often I just want to get a knife done so that I've got it and I can play with it and mess around with it. You know what I mean? That's why this one isn't finished yet, because the day I did it, I wanted to just get it so that I could just at least hold it and mess around with it, and I haven't been back in the shed with it yet. But yeah, you make one fucking mistake, that's in it permanently then. And yeah. So this is what I'm getting at. You do need to spend a proper amount of time doing it. So if I'm rushing about, I don't tend to do patterning because I need a good long time to mark it out. Be careful, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Penny said, could be a nickname too. It's not likely they had ideas. Well, no, that's true. No, and I genuinely, right, if you asked me seriously what I think that's, I don't know. I'd still say Bowie knife. I would always say Bowie knife. Just because I'm English, right? I would perfectly accept Americans saying Bowie knife. And I wouldn't argue with you. If you call it a Bowie knife, that's a Bowie knife. I'm saying that right, no. No, that sounds wrong. Bowie knife. Yeah. Bowie. Yeah, Bowie. Fucking hell. Yeah. You're not wrong calling it. I'm wrong. It's just I call it a Bowie knife because I'm more familiar with that name being pronounced that way. It's like I wouldn't call David fucking Bowie David fucking Bowie, because even he fucking doesn't pronounce it like that. There's an interview where he said he started accepting it being called David Bowie because that's what people would say. He actually fucking was David Bowie. Anyway. Saint said, have you got a favourite survival knife, Mike? Mine's got to be the British D patterns. Which one's that? Let me look that up. Is that one of these? Do a shit in this room. I'm going to re-sheath this. The original ones of these. Thought that had a rusty bit on there. They're quite nice. I do quite like that. I don't know. Survival knife. I'm not. Oh, that's a hard one to say. That's a hard one to say, mate. I'm not sure. Right, let me catch up. Dr. Saint, I've been debating unloading my phone to YouTube just for the space and might do. I'm also looking into a GoPro to wedge in my helmet. Yeah, like so, John. That sounds painful, mate. Bill said, now, how can you tell the P. Diddy knife from all the others? P. Diddy knife comes lubricated, of course. And Phil said he was a fighter at the Alamo, big battle against the Mexicans. No, I know. Yeah, it was Jim Bowie, Davy Crockett, and all that. Wasn't it? Yeah, no, I know the Alamo. I know about the Alamo. Yeah, I do. You'll be surprised. English people will know a fair bit about American history, but not a lot of American history. Not a lot of Americans will know English history. I think it's just because it doesn't go that way. It's like I know quite a lot of American culture, but a lot of Americans don't know British culture. You know what I mean? I think it's just the size difference. I don't know, but we get more of your telly and stuff like that. We obviously, because you're a bigger country, you're outputting more telly. So we will get more of your TV shows, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know an all right bit about I know about the Alamo, yeah, and all that, yeah. Yes, Bowie. Penny said, I know a lot of your older history. Now, you probably would, Penny. I think in general, and I may be wrong. It may not be. It's just like Penny. I imagine would because. That's just what she's like. You know what I mean? But my American mate Josh, he didn't know anything about any English history or culture really at the time when I met him, and English slang, none of it. He was talking to me every day for fucking years. Then that might have just been him. Maybe I'm judging you all on one person, but no. But I say that. Where are we? Said Mike, because I would design a leather worker like Gucci, gonna auction my WC pats for a mortgage. Yeah, do it. Well, there you go. Yeah, BBC, that'll do it for you. There you go. That's it. Fleed, how you doing, mate? He said I like your gaming chair. It's because us Brits and Empire we travel. Well, exactly, mate. Exactly. The words are stereotyped around, not given. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Yeah, Metallic bought me this. Keep me comfortable on my live streams. Clay said, I hated that the Americans think England is posh. It ain't. It's a wet gutter, but it's our wet gutter. That's true. That is true. Yeah. I mean, yeah, in general, we're not. Penny said, I would say that is more clicks. Is that clicks or cliches? No, it's not cliches, is it? Space Cadet said, I visited what's left of the Alamo. Oh, nice. I'd say I might go. I'd like to go to America one day. But I don't know if they'd let me in. If I did go to America, though, I'd end up having to stay for about 6 fucking months. The amount of people I'd want to visit. So I was just checking my phone. Apparently said I don't. I saw the Cray Twins documentary. Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, that's interesting. That'd be interesting. That would. Fucking hell. And the Jimmy Savile one. Fucking hell. Drop said when she's not on, we should call her reality. Saint said to Cleve, but our trees, grass, and rural areas are so green because of all the rain. The UK is so green and vibrant because of it. Unless you go to Bradford, for fuck's sake. And Phil said, I would love to learn more of your history. Yeah, there's, you know, a lot of everywhere. You know what I mean? But, you know, and that wasn't an insult when I said that. I think it's just because you've got a very big country and a lot of Americans tend to, well, struggle to know their own history before they know anyone else's. But, yeah, maybe it's just how we're taught over it. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, same here. And for Asian, I love all history. Yeah, so do I. I learned more about history than I did out of school than I did in school, because the history lessons we used to have were always boring as fuck, and always well, I don't know. They would want to. One of the only interesting history lessons I ever had was when the fucking school caretaker come and spoke to us for an hour during a history lesson about World War II, and that was the only time we was ever taught anything about World War II. Everything else was, and I mean pretty much everything else we ever learned was about medieval taxes. That was the most boring or royals, yeah, about the royals, but yeah. The royals and medieval taxes, and it was the most boring thing I'd ever fucking heard. I've learned more about history on my own back years later than I've anything I learned at school, because it was so boring. Yeah, Cleve, you're right. History lessons were royals, yeah. Which, you know, I'm quite interested in the royal stuff, though. Don't get me wrong. I quite like some of the royal history. It's quite fascinating, but it would get a bit boring after a while because it was just that. And yeah, as I say, we had one lesson in 4 years of secondary school about World War II. And that was the most interesting one I had. And I sat there and fucking intently fucking listened to that bloke, because I always liked the caretakers. You know what fucking kids are like? They're little bastards, right? A lot of people would like, oh, you know, because the caretaker trying to take the piss out of him. I would always talk to the caretaker and have a laugh with him, and that one. And he would, you know, all say like to me, and that one. Yeah, he was really interesting. Yeah. That said, country. I think they tend to bloom this time of year. Vice Cadet said, we watched Blackadder our first year history in college. Oh, pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Metallic says country. Clean said, if it was up to me, it would be about the Empire and Industrial Revolution. I would have loved that. I would love to have learned about the Industrial Revolution. Yeah, most of the stuff I learned about the Industrial Revolution was watching things on BBC 4 and Fred Dibner documentaries. Fred Dibner taught me more about the Industrial Revolution than anybody. Fred Dibner was a wonderful fucking human being, and he's got a fucking statue where he was fucking born, which is where does he come from? I'll say it in my head. He always used to say where he come from. But yeah, where he lived. Where was he from now? I've questioned it and I can't think of it. Yeah, he's got a statue. Bolton, yes. I knew it was a B. Nick. Okay, yeah, Fred Dibner. If ever there was a bloke who deserved a fucking statue, it's Fred Dibner, and he's got one. Yeah. Fred Dibner taught me more about the Industrial Revolution and all that kind of stuff than anybody did. Yeah, wonderful bloke he was. And I don't know, it's just brilliant. If anyone's interested in watching someone do some fascinating things, just go on YouTube now and look up So I'm going to go on YouTube now and write in Fred Dibner, right? And watch a couple of the videos of him knocking down chimneys and climbing them. Fred Dibner, right? So, yeah. 1982, Fred Dibner shows how to erect a chimney scaffold. Him climbing up that thing and basically hammering in pins to hold wooden scaffolding to the side of a massive chimney, and climbing up these ladders that are out like that, and he's on the back side of them. There's no safety stuff, and yeah, fag in his mouth, and one time with a flag hanging off his back. Yeah, Fred Dibner, how to climb a chimney overhang at 50. Amazing bloke he was. I'd recommend anybody go on there tonight and watch some Fred Dibner videos. They're fucking amazing. And also knocking down the chimneys, because the way they used to knock them down, he wouldn't use any explosives. You would knock some of the bricks out of the chimney, and I mean massive, like fucking 10-story high or higher chimneys. They'd knock the bricks out at the bottom and put sleepers in to hold it up, and keep knocking them out until those sleepers was holding it up. And then you'd burn them. You'd put all tires in there and set fire to them. They'd burn away the sleepers, the railway sleepers, and then it would fall down. And then he'd stand there with his whistle, right, until those fuckers started falling. And then he'd run like fuck. Fucking great. And he was so popular that whole fucking villages would go and watch it. All fucking great. Yeah. Oh, I fucking loved Fred Dibner. So did my dad, and so did my mum, so did my brothers, and so did Fred Dibner was great. Fred was a legend, wasn't he? Trade. Yeah, I love Fred Dibner. Saint said, went to Hampton Court Palace on a school trip, was proper banger. Other than that, I was learning about some random Asian colony 3,000 years ago. Clay said, Blackadder was actually pretty educational. Well, it was. I got a detention after proving my history teacher wrong during the World War II lesson. Fuck's sake. It's basically that the junior school was good history trips. Yes, yeah. They said, both my parents were immigrants, but they made me study the history of this nation. Well, that's it, isn't it, Clint? And, and it's interesting anyway, isn't it? It is an interesting thing, And Phil said, no harm taken. We can't learn if we're always offended. Well, exactly, mate. But yeah, I never mean any offense. You know what I mean? I'm always just having a laugh and a joke. You know what I mean? But yeah. Saint said, do the one where he's pissed after a few pints. Yes. Yeah, we'll climb everything with his missus watching him. Yeah. And Fred Dibner, he was also into steam engines as well. So he would drive around on a steam engine. I went through it. Look him up, mate. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me just open a tab up again, and I'll actually show you some of the videos so you know what you're looking for. I won't play them because I'll get a copyright thing, but so can you see this? Right, there's Fred there. This top one's one of the later ones, but if you look like this one here, Fred Dibner shows how to erect a chimney scaffold. There's no safety kit at all there. And then the next one, the Fred Dibner story, that would probably be quite interesting. I won't hover over him. Fred Dibner narrowly avoids collapsing chimney, but it was all on purpose. He didn't fucking, one of his sayings was, I can't remember it. I'll butcher it, but it was about, you can't make mistakes, because you'll be having a day out with the Undertaker if you do, and you couldn't, he'd be dead. You know what I mean? That was a very bad, what do you call it, quote of his saying, but yeah. They are Fred Dibner, how to climb a chimney overhang at 50. They're fascinating. And then you will probably get slightly addicted. Yeah. Yeah, you only fall off a ladder once, Mark. Yes, Mark. That's it, mate. Sorry. Yeah, Fred Dibner, legend and a bit of a ladies' man. Yes. Yeah, he was married a few times, wasn't he? One mistake and it's half a day out with the Undertaker. That's it. Thank you, Nick. I knew I'd butchered it because I couldn't think of it, but yes. That was a modern version of Guy Martin. He's so down. I've not seen a lot of Guy Martin stuff, but I know who you mean because he likes to copy my sideys. He's got more hair on his head there, or longer hair, should I say? But yeah, I know who you mean. Space Cadet said Kentwell Hall. Go through the time tunnel dressed as Tudors. Nice. Yeah, I went on holiday. I've been to Hastings and done the like the proper tour of Hastings with the earphones on, listen, and you walk around the battle, the field where the battle was in the area, and it takes you through the whole fucking thing. It's really fascinating. Yeah. Basically, I think it was Sandringham. We paraded as Romans and junior school Vikings, then other schools. Nice. Yeah, I know of. The only reason I haven't watched a lot of Guy Martin stuff is because I think originally when he started, I may be wrong about this, but I think originally when he started, a lot of his stuff was to do with sort of cars, weren't it? And I'm not massively into cars, so I never really got into it. That's a lot of Weapon Collector, you and Guy Martin in a Wolverine off, yes. I'll do. I'll challenge him, tactical. I'll challenge him. I've trimmed mine actually because I had to make my hair look a bit shorter for the spy files. It's like half cut at the minute, but you can't quite tell. The only giveaway is, I wasn't going to tell you like this, but you might be able to see it. The only giveaway, I had to make my hair look slightly shorter for a Spy Files episode. So I trimmed my fucking sideburns and I trimmed the top and here. So these weren't sticking up. But I noticed it now makes me look like my thinning bit is going right back to here. It should be there. Yeah, I've sort of cut this bit and not that bit. I'm going to cut it tomorrow. I thought no one will notice if I don't point it out. But that's the kind of person I am. I point these things out. Rich, how you doing, mate? You all right? So just so people know, tomorrow night I'll probably be having a drink and I might have a month off. So if anyone wants to have a chat tomorrow night, feel free to join in with us. I mean on camera or not necessarily on camera, but you can join the private chat. I prefer being out of here and talk to you, but like Space Cadet joined in last time. He was just in the background typing. So it said went into a dive in medieval history and learnt about the drawback of warbows. Yeah, that's interesting. See, that's what I mean. I don't know. As I say, when I was at school, we learned all the history we learned was boring as fuck. And the only thing I ever remember was just medieval taxes. Fuck off. It was so boring. I fucking hated it. I say 4 years of history. It was 2 years of history because when I was in secondary school, they did this experimental thing. I think they only ever did it for the 2 years we did it, and then they never ever did it again. But instead of having to do your GCSEs, you didn't have to do them at all. You could choose to do a thing called curriculum support, and it was just basically doing fuck all. And your curriculum support lessons would just be sat in this class. Just sometimes the teacher would print out a map of the school and say, "Yeah, imagine you won the lottery and what you'd do with that." And then we'd draw like a fucking I was putting pubs in the fucking main hall and all this, and learning about. Or the teacher would say, "Oh, we're going to learn about drugs today." Give us loads of leaflets about drugs. Those leaflets probably made me do more fucking drugs for not, because I learned exactly which ones were safe to do and not highly addictive. Woods, did you do that as well? Did you do that weird curriculum support shit? I think they only run that for a couple of years. Yeah, curriculum support. And it meant you didn't have to do some of your GCSE stuff, didn't it? Yeah. Fucking curriculum. You must be probably about my age then. The drop said, find a local school and teach the youngers how to make weapons. That a lot going to say you gave that teacher a joint. I tell honestly, Tactical, I learned more about drugs that way, them giving us them leaflets and what was safe to take than anything. And then it made me laugh years later when I had a social worker, and she tried to sort of scare me with this drug, like she said, "Oh, I'm going to take you into this room and I want you to do a test on drugs, see what you know about them." And I fucking knew everything there was about every fucking drug going, and she was so fucking shocked when she came back. Oh god! Well, I think it made her think I was doing them all, which it probably was. But I was a 3-year geography when I was at school. Most pointless, useless thing I'd ever done. Went on a scroll trip to learn about stream formations. Oh yes. Oh, let me think. Oxbow Lakes. There you go. Tell me all this. See how much he knows about his geography. Tell me all you know about Oxbow Lakes. Okay, if you can tell me one fact about Oxbow Lakes, Saint, I'll respect you for at least the rest of the evening. Now read that. I suppose cadet said I got my drug head from my mate's uncle. yeah, well, that's the thing is, yeah, what it did, Space Cadet, it showed me exactly what we, while we won't bother touching, that or all that, but oh fuck me, we're trying that tonight. Let's get home and get some fucking gas and some fucking petrol, and yeah, started showing us things we didn't know you could get fucking high on at first, or we hadn't, hadn't really thought about. Said they erode in certain parts, don't they? Laughing my ass off, I slept through most of it. Oh god. I said, fuck me, you listened at least. Well, I did. But that's what those weird curriculum sport lessons. It was just a nothing thing, so that you didn't have to do your GCSEs if you didn't want to. I still chose to do GCSE. Weirdly, it was surprise you. Art, that wouldn't surprise you. I did GCSE art, but never bothered finishing the thing. So I didn't get nothing for that. And I also chose to do GCSE maths because I found maths when I was younger piss easy. It was just like a natural. I found maths easy, so I did GCSE maths. But I did half a GCSE maths exam and didn't bother doing the rest. Yeah, hash and weed, odd trip and speed. Exactly that. Space. That's exactly it. Yes. It taught you exactly what you could and what was worth trying and what wasn't, because that fucked your life up essentially. Mark. He said, been in touch a while. Haven't been in touch for a while. Family stuff. I don't really care. What's happening about leather coin holders? I will sort out some leather coin holders, Mark. It's just I'm just busy doing other things at the minute, but I should be on my list. If not, no, they would be anyway. But I'll put it on here anyway. But I will be making those. It's just what I need to do. I need to finish off all these donation knives, the knives that people donated for. I've still got 10 more to make yet, but that shouldn't take too long. 3 weeks maybe. Well, I'll put them on my list anyway. But that's the reason they're not on the list, because that's something I knew I was going to do anyway. You know what I mean? I suppose that's not on here. I think it's because a lot of I don't know. But I got a lot. There's a lot of stuff there that I need to make. Thanks, and I thought geography would be learning how to read maps, whatnot. Should have done drama. Well, I don't mind geography, but geography lessons are boring as fuck. Yeah, I thought geography would be a lot about learning how to read maps and that, and we never had that. I think we had one lesson where we learned a bit about maps, and I took that in quite well. But yeah, I used to often have to get taken into. I wasn't allowed in my own classes, and sometimes I had to walk around with like our head of year, And if he was teaching a lesson, I'd have to sit in that lesson because I wasn't allowed to be in my classes because of disruption. And I'd sometimes have to sit in geography classes. He was one of them. He was a PE teacher who also did geography. Fucking hell. It's like that's the classic sort of piss take thing, isn't it? And it was boring as fuck. It was absolutely horrendous. Even then, you know. WC has a PhD in rolling joints. Doc said, "You're not keeping anyone awake, are you, Mike?" Fucking hope not. Mastered in fuckery. Pete said he's keeping me. Well, good. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. And no, you're not supposed to be entertaining me. Not the other way around. I come here to be entertained, not you lot. Oh, just before 1 minute goes.
And if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again.
Although it's still Friday in America for quite a few hours. Yes. Pete, you get the fucking sleep. I suppose that's my late history teacher. My late history teacher. Hot Baptist. Saint said should have gotten a job as a pharmacist, Mike. That's what my sister does. That's what my sister does. Bake more hot nose, fuck's sake. Oh god. Look, you lot go to fucking bed if you don't like it. Fuckers. This one goes out to Tactical and Peach. If there's something saying fuck off, that's what I would have played, but
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
yes. Is this not why you're here? I watched Gladiator 2 the other day. My opinion of that is don't fucking bother. I could not believe how shit it is. Me and Nick came up with what we reckon happened. We suspect that Ridley Scott has suddenly got quick onset dementia. Benny said, "What are you going to watch, Mike?" Have you recommended me? I know you recommended me something on Discord with Christopher Walken in it, but I can't remember what it's called now. Might give that a go. Thing is, I've got a load of DVDs here I could watch. Loads there. I don't know, Penny, have you got a recommendation? I don't think I'll watch anything tonight. Suicide Kings. But I might watch something tomorrow. King of New York, I watched earlier, Mark, yesterday. Decent. The only thing I've got to do with Men in Black. Okay, now I'll scroll down for half an hour.
Is it worth it? Oh, yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
So, Penny, I have a list of films I'm going to watch with Metallic. I'll tell you what they are in a second. I find that quite fucking funny. Oh, Christ. That made me laugh reading that. Well, you know my opinion on that now. Good night, Tactical. Space Cadet said House of Asher. I want to see. Yeah, I'm up for watching that. But these are the things I'm going to. So those films there, they are what I'm going to be watching with Metallic soon. And I think there's a TV. Oh, and then we're also going to watch that fucking Netflix thing, Adolescence, soon. If she hasn't already watched it. You're off as well, Saint. Good night, mate. It's nice having you on. See you later, mate. Good night. I'll still be on for at least another half an hour. Yeah, King of New York. I quite enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I'd seen the end of it before, though. Pete said, why don't we have a Discord movement? Oh, I keep planning to do that. That is a thing I want to do. I just got to get around to doing it. Well, we tried to do, yeah, but do you know what happens, Pete? We tried to do a movie night once, and it just descended into us all getting pissed. What happened was we tried to do a fucking StreamYard movie night, and all that happened was we kept talking, and then me and my dad decided to get pissed with Penny and the Drops and Tactical. But yeah, I'm up for that. Actually, I fancy rewatching Deliverance again. Yeah, Deliverance is good. I should have Deliverance down here. Where is it? Maybe I moved it. I have moved a lot of DVDs. Pete said, fuck StreamYard. Discord is the way. Can't find my Deliverance. Penny's puking. Yeah, Nosferatu, Terrifier 3, The Monkey, and Heretic. Fucking Gladiator 2. Fucking shite. American Mary. Penny, I have seen that. I enjoyed it. It's a good film. And in that box of DVDs up there, American Mary was in there. And that is already up in my shelves of like the good stuff. You know what I mean? That box has got DVDs in, but they're the ones that I'm going to give a go. All of the good stuff is already up in the shelves. And there's a bag down there, just under there, that's some good stuff as well. But like the proper good stuff that I would have bought, I've already put it in all the shelves. Penny, I will watch soon, though. I've got it ready to go. And I'd like to know how far you are through it. Oh yeah, maybe I'll start this tomorrow. Twin Peaks. Remember that face. I'm gonna now haunt you with something else. Where is it? Where is it? Oh god, it makes me fucking laugh. I'm gonna haunt you with something else now. Oh god. Fucking thing. Penny, you've seen this. I sent you it. That's fucking Miley Cyrus's face swap with fucking Laura Palmer. I don't know why that sort of gives me nightmares. No, it wasn't the lady with no skin. It was Miley Cyrus's face swapped onto the fucking Laura Palmer picture. Drop said, you keep saying King of New York, and I keep thinking Gangs of New York. Make a blade from that movie. Yes. Well, I need to read. I watched Gangs of New York recently. Metallic is a good film. It's a little too accurate. It's creepy, isn't it, in a way? Yeah, do you know what, Mark? I fucking love Twin Peaks. I love it. No offense to my queen, but when Metallic said she didn't want to watch it yet, I was actually quite glad because I want to watch it on my own. So yes, I'll just watch it now and I'll watch it again later. I can hear the banjos. No, because I get like fucking hell. Twin Peaks is one of the best shows I've ever seen. And I get quite emotional watching that. I get really fucking badly into it. So Daniel Day-Lewis is always a bit like, I quite like Daniel Day-Lewis. I quite like him. I think he's quite good. But yeah, he does like to act. He certainly likes to act, doesn't he, Dropped? I don't think we've got any banjos on here, have we? I'll give you this, Peach. This is me and Peach. I'm the old man.
I've always respected you.
I've never been fond of you.
Cheers.
And when I was younger,
I could have taken you any time.
I've just had an idea. Persio's not on, but just to get back at you tonight, Peter, I'm going to get Persio to send you something he sent me. And the reason he only sent it me is because I don't think a lot of people would be able to handle it on the Discord. So, unless you sort yourself out in a minute, Pete, you're going to get it as well. Peter let out my tummy, really, Phil. Well.
You no way, you big spastic, you're a mentalist!
Oh, fuck's sake. I love you, really, Pete, but I'm still going to get Persio to send you this nightmare-inducing thing that you'll wish you never saw. Unless you buck your ideas up, sonny boy. Pete said, I don't want any of your fancy pictures. Well, it's more nightmare-inducing, but it could be someone's fantasy. Imagine the shit that Persio puts on Discord, which is very, very mild. And he'll occasionally send me the other stuff that, it shouldn't be shown anywhere else. He's a fucker. Oh, God. But this way, he had to title the message, "This Isn't Me." Oh, God. Doc said, as your fans, we need to track down what's not copyright anymore and get more clips. Yes. Well, yeah, the thing is, I'm on my limit now. You can only have 100 on here, I think. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting rid of a few. There's a few that never get shown, really. Some are classics, but there are a few that they're sort of duplicates of and stuff that never really gets shown or used. I could probably get rid of some of these. There's about 4 of these type of ones.
Matter. Sneak. Plot. Connive. Can I have a drink?
You know, they're good, but there's like a few that are that, essentially. There can't be 100 on here. Pete said, I bet his face from cape on it. No, it's not. Shut your gob, you. Nick said, gonna post a thing on Discord that I saw earlier. You should get one to have in the background for stream donors. Yeah, go on, Nick. Go on. Yeah, show me, mate. Show me. Because I'm always up for sort of things that will like do things. You know, that was like my idea at Summit. But yeah, I do like all that kind of stuff. Don't message me. Don't fucking message me when I'm live streaming. That's not what I was expecting, but yeah. Fucking Christ. Should I show that, Nick, do you think? Or would it be although, you know, that was a perfectly acceptable word when we was children. Are you ready for this? This is for educational purposes only. All right? Oh, my guts have just started going funny. You're lucky I ate a load of fucking onions earlier that my guts ain't going worse. All right, this was perfectly acceptable in the 1980s, maybe even the 90s in the UK. Here it comes. Fuck's sake. I'll see if I'll even make one. I can always get Stuntman Mike to fuck's sake, Nick. I know it's probably gave me a proper give. No, yeah, fuck, great. I fucking love that. I get told off by Metallic often for saying that because for me that's a perfectly normal word. That's a perfectly normal, acceptable word. No, it's not the one I use, actually. No, I'm wrong. Okay. For educational reasons, I'm going to tell you the word I say that I often get told off for. Handicapped. I say handicapped. And she said, no, it's disabled you're supposed to say now. Nick said, I think they only renamed the chat in the mid-90s. I think they did. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Ricky Gervais has done like jokes about it. In possibly The Office. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fucking hell. But that was a perfectly acceptable word back then. Yeah, handicapped is supposed to be words you're not supposed to say now, isn't it? What does handicapped even mean? What the fuck does that? I'm going to look it up. Come with me on a trip to Wikipedia. Would you like to? Would you like to come with me? Oh, I suppose, yeah, like a handicap in like a sports thing, yeah. Fucking guts. Right. Handicap can also refer to any disadvantage that makes an achievement or participation in activities unusually difficult. While the term handicap can sometimes be described as a physical or mental disability, it is often considered offensive and the word disability is preferred. Okay, that's why I get told off for it. Jonathan, I have a picture that's way worse than that. Saw something at my uncle's house, and the lady that worked for him was proud that he displayed it. Can I guess that it has something to do with colour of someone's skin, or the place where their heritage might originate from? Pete said, "What could go wrong?" Yeah, I thought so. Yes, I actually. I don't know why I thought that, but yes, I can't. Maybe you've shown me that or something dropped. I don't know. Nick said, "I don't care, to be honest. I still call people retards. If they don't like it, then they shouldn't be such a retard. And I wouldn't have to." Yes, exactly. Yes, dropped. I thought you had. That rang a bell as soon as you said it. I thought, I think I know what he's on about. Okay, now. Shall we move away from this delicate subject?
We just talk. We talk about anything. What do you want to talk about? What? Who said politics? Sport? Sex?
Anyway, who the fuck goes to a concert to listen to music and has a talk? I think we should talk about this.
What about a little good luck kiss? Oh, no, not on the cheeks, on the lips. I mean, what are you, homophobic?
So I've got this lump on my vagina. What's worse? Okay, what's worse? I've got this lump on my vagina or I've got this lump in my vagina? No, let's just stop, shall we? Let's stop. Luckily, this one's just above the one I just did.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's not. For fuck's sake. We've lost half of our viewers. I hope the people who are watching at least have liked the stream. Go and like the stream, however you do it. I don't know. You can click the three dots somewhere and like the stream. What do you reckon I should drink tomorrow night? I'm tempted to just have vodka and tonic and maybe do half the tonic with the leftover dropped. He said booze. With the leftover absinthe. So I've got like some vodka absinthe and some just vodka. Or no, okay, I can't do that. Okay. Or I could buy some overproof rum. But I would need a £10 donation for that because I can't afford it. Screwdrivers. What the screwdrivers consist of dropped, and I'll see if I can get the stuff if it's cheap. If you'd like me to drink some overproof rum, put in the word !support. Nightbot, I'll put the link up to my coffee donations thing, and you can donate a tenner, and I'll get myself some overproof rum, and I'll mix it with some absinthe flavour. So we'll have some absinthe rum going tomorrow at 70%. All right. Picture pre-workout, bounce off the walls. I've got some stuff. I don't know what this is, Pete. Yeah, I've got put off using it in case it. Oh no, I think I gave it to Metallic in the end. I had some stuff that was like pre-workout stuff, but the reason I never used it because I think it had creatine in it. Right, hang on. Let me look this up. I think creatine can contribute to getting gout. Right. Creatine. While creatine is naturally found in foods like meat and fish, which are high in purines, studies suggest that creatine supplement doesn't directly increase uric acid levels. But yeah, the problem with creatine is it's made from fish, essentially. I think, or something like that. But I know that there's relation between creatine and uric acid excretion. See, now this one says creatine and uric acid excretions in the patients with gout were significantly increased. So yeah, so I never took it anyway. I can't remember I bought it. I think I bought it as a potential hangover aid to get rid of it. Drops in orange juice and vodka. If it's rum, a Cuba Libre, rum and Coke. Okay. I probably won't do the rum and Coke. Coke makes my teeth hurt. But what do you call it? I could do a screwdriver. Quite like it. I do have vodka and orange juice occasionally. Yeah, that's quite nice. Maybe I'll have a screwdriver just for you. Dropped. Go mental, have a Sunny D. Yes, overdose on Sunny D's and make myself go orange, and then I can put that fucker's wig on, and I can pretend to be Donald Trump then. Yes, the OJ is good for you. Only if it's orange juice, though. If it's the other OJ, then hang on. Should I be doing things like this? I question my sanity sometimes, but if it's that OJ, you're not fucking safe. I'm a fruit shoot, you bloody fucking. Oh god, they make me say things like that, Peach. How old am I? I drink milk because OJ kills. Yes. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Well, the joke was he actually fit the glove on perfectly. He fit it on perfectly. What's wrong with the American fucking justice system? Nick said you fucked it now. The glove fits. So you're going in the slammer. I am. I'm going down. Fit perfectly for Chewbacca defense. Yes. It fit. Now I'm going away. That way. Do you know what I have to say about that?
Is it worth it? Oh, yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
That's what I'll be saying tomorrow when I drink this overproof rum. Yes. So yeah, I'll do a late night one tomorrow. Basically, I just watched that movie. Was it good? Was it worth it? Or was it this?
That is the single most predictable and boring thing that anybody could ever say.
Nick said, worst thing OJ ever did was cause a butterfly effect that subjected us to the Kardashians. Yes, 100% true. 100% true. That's all his fault. All his fault, wasn't it? Yes. Exactly. Look what he's done to us. Bill said, just joining back now. What movie were we talking about? We weren't talking about movies. I can't remember what we was talking about. Random shite. Was O.J. Simpson the real killer of Nicole Simpson? That don't sound right. Yes, he fucking was. Yes, we're talking about murder. That's the reason I got this knife out as well, because supposedly the knife that was used was a fucking flick knife with a 12-inch blade. Do you know how I know that? Because one of the greatest magazines to ever come out in the history of the earth had a picture of it spread across 2 pages in a life-size fucking image. Can you tell me what fucking magazine that was? It comes out in America and in England, right? Please, someone tell me. I will respect you forever. In fact, I'm tempted to give you something if you get it right. I'm tempted. If someone can name this, I'll tell you what, if you can name this magazine, I'll give you some kind of prize. All right. Dot said, ask again. So, the only reason I know what knife O.J. Simpson killed Nicole and what's his name with is because there was a magazine that comes out in America and England, right? Comes out in both countries, and it had a double-page spread of this knife in full size across 2 pages, and it was a fucking flick knife with a 12-inch blade. So the blade was that big, and it was life size across 2 pages. Not Time magazine, not People magazine, no clues. Yeah, well, no, I'll give you. I'll give you a clue. It has 2 words in it. I think if you know, you know. You'd know it if you knew it. No, not Crime magazine, not Time magazine. Bill said no. He killed Mark Simpson. Get it right. Not Blade magazine. No. Okay, it's the something. The more clues you get, the shitter the prizes. You're down to potentially get one of my cards now. That's it. If I got to give one more clue out, you're going to get one of these ripped up. And also, if you don't know this magazine, you're missing out in life. Okay, I'm going to get a picture of it up. It was, in the 80s, the greatest magazine that ever fucking came out. Okay. Try and find one that's got a really fucked up headline on it. Where are we? Not Hustler, no. It was the National Enquirer that used to have things like, I saw Elvis working in a truck stop in Texas and shit like that, and I was kidnapped by fucking a sand squanch. I don't know, I said that wrong. That's from Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, the National Enquirer. The fucking National Enquirer used to be great. It just full of bullshit stories. Got side missed by Penny, did you? Yeah, the National Enquirer is nowhere near as good as it used to be. But it used to just be full of utter crap. Made up stuff. I was trying to find one of the classic titles. Yeah, Tornadoes with the Face of God, stuff like that, yes. Yeah, Bat Boy, yes. It just used to be full of, it was always celebrity stuff or just utter bollocks. Man abducted by UFO for the 4th time. Truth serum and hypnosis. Hang on, let's get one out, shall we? Truth serum and hypnosis confirm his story. But yeah, they was just full of utter bollocks. But I'll always remember that O.J. Simpson one, and they had, as I said, the page, the knife was life size spread across the page. And the other reason I remember it was because my brother managed to get hold of one the exact same size. He don't have it now because they're illegal now. I think the police had it off him eventually. It may have been one of the ones he got caught with a flick knife out once. It was probably that one. Yeah, he managed to actually get bought it in this country as well. You used to be able to find these things occasionally if you looked hard enough. You had to usually go to like gun shops and stuff like that, and then when no one's in there, ask them. And occasionally they'd, yeah, I've got one. Yeah, and he bought a flick knife with a 12-inch blade. So the whole thing was 2 foot long. Yeah, massive. Yeah, we used to have loads of National Enquirers, Bill. Great fucking magazine. Sam Squanch. Sasquatch. That's what Bubbles calls the Sasquatch, the Sam Squanch. Drop said, Pete's just watched the movie where Kay used it as proof of aliens. I know what is MK Ultra. I don't really know what MK Ultra. I've heard of MK Ultra and I know of it, but I don't exactly really know what it is. Is that somewhere where we want to go down the lines of, or not? Pete said, "Fuck you, OJ, for getting flick knife banned." Exactly, and black gloves. Fuck OJ for giving OJ a bad name, getting black gloves a bad name, and banning flick knives. Yes. Is he back in prison? I hope he is. CIA experiment on people using LSD. Oh, okay, yes. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, no, that rings a bell. Drop said Manson was a CIA operative. Thank you, Penny. I'll check that out after this. I have read about MK Ultra. I just couldn't. Is he dead now? Good. Doubt he's dead. Are you sure though, Nick? I had say now is that a Mandela effect? Oh no, you're right. He is dead. He is dead. Who is it who got out of prison then? Was it fucking I need to be careful here. That I don't appear that I'm mistaking someone for the colour of their skin. So I'm gonna stop talking. Nick said he did before he died. I know he got out of prison for a bit, didn't he? Yeah, and then he went back in prison for the armed robbery thing, didn't he? For his he did an armed robbery for his sports memorabilia. Drop said, now that you brought it up, do you know why it's called the Mandela effect? Because everyone thought Nelson Mandela was dead when he wasn't. Yes. That's another reason. But no, yeah, because I remember that. I remember him dying, maybe in prison, and then he wasn't. Yes. Gmail alt. All right, lad. That's not how you said it. That's how I'm going to say it. Yes, Ted Bundy. I know who fucking Bundy is. Arm in a sling. Oh, can you help me? Back of the van. Dead. Probably raped as well. I know exactly who Bundy is. Gmail, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. We're just talking bollocks at the minute. I'm just gearing everyone up for tomorrow night. Dropped, was I right about the Mandela effect thing? But yeah, no, I quite like the Mandela effect thing. Nick said, weirdly on the same topic, I found out Ed Kemper is still alive and was denied parole again recently. Nice. I quite like reading about the old serial killers and that. They can be very interesting. I'll tell you a really interesting, fucked up one. A very, very demented story. Henry Lee Lucas. And my fun fact about Henry D. Lucas was potentially most of the crimes he didn't actually do. He did kill a fair few people, but he was at one point, they reckoned he'd killed like 100, 200 people, but they now reckon half of those, or most of them, are bullshit. But he still killed quite a few people and did quite a lot of fucked up things. He is the only person ever, I'll acknowledge Gmail out in a second, he's the only person ever that George Bush Jr. gave a pardon to their death sentence. Yeah. The only person he ever pardoned was Henry Lee Lucas, of all people. Gmail out. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I very much appreciate it, mate. You will get some extra content eventually, and there should be some private live streams and private gaming streams coming soon. I just need to sort out the time and the date. Thank you for joining, mate. I really appreciate that. It generally does help a lot. Pete said I've seen a Harry and Paul sketch where Mandela gets tossed off a cliff for an iPhone. Fucking hell. Nick said I saw a video on a museum in Tennessee that has a load of serial killer stuff like Bundy's car. Nice. Drop said, dude, time suck podcast. Okay. What was that? It keeps fucking messaging me. The email out said, Nebo the Sun, still buzzing from the Newcastle winning the cup. Oh, good on you, mate. Yes. Well, congratulations, then. Just checking this. Yes. What was I saying? Yeah, Henry D. Lucas, very fucked up life. His mum was a prostitute. Used to have sex with people in front of him as a child. And she used to beat the shit out of him. And he got I can't remember how he originally got injured in the eye and had a fucked up eye. And then he was sent to school in a dress, so he was constantly bullied and shit like that. And then one time, teacher hit him around the face with a ruler and hit him in the eye, and he completely lost his eye at that point. He later killed his mum, shot over shotgun, and then went on to kill and rape quite a few people. But he was quite, I don't know, he's one of those, some of them are fascinating. They're just, I don't know, they are fascinating. There's a morbid fascination for them because it's quite unusual, isn't it? But he was one of them that I think some serial killers are just some are almost nurtured into it. I mean, some of them have spent so much of their life with that being completely normal, that kind of environment, and then, you know, some of them are just psychopathic or schizophrenic. You know, they're not all. There's a hell of a lot of things making people do these things. You know what I mean? Penny said they are truly just broken. Yeah, that's like Henry D. Lucas. He truly was. He was just a product of his surroundings, and he was a broken person. Henry D. Lucas, 100% was. Some of them are psychopathic. Psychopathics. You know, but yeah, I have read quite a few. I used to read quite a few books about serial killers. Fascinating stuff. Gmail said my missus loves all the serial killer stories. Concerns me at times. My mum has always been completely obsessed with stuff like that. Dark said Ed Kemper used a decapitated head windpipe to jerk off. Take care of your kids. Again, I think Henry D. Lucas used to shag the dead bodies after he killed them. Yeah, there's a fair few that used to do weird shit like that, isn't there? Oh god. In the UK they used to do these crime magazines that you could get weekly or monthly. Mom used to get all of them. Again, it was one of those that taught me. It's weird because those crime books do actually teach you things, like, you know, and the one I like in a way that they shouldn't. The one I remember being fascinated with one because it was police tests where they was testing the penetration of knives and which knives penetrated better than others. So basically, this magazine was showing you unintentionally which knife would stab better than another. Yeah. Yeah, Albert Fish. I know. Is he the one who used to stick needles in his balls? I'm sure Albert Fish had needles all in his bollocks, didn't he? Was it him or was that Ed Kemper? I don't know. One of them used to stick needles in his balls. I know that. Penny said she used to run a unit she created in Scotland Yard. Penny said, I like the profiler Lauren something. She has a podcast and it's really fascinating. All right, yeah. It was Fish, yeah. Nick said, I think you're thinking of a dream you had. Do you like to know the dream? I had 2 very strange dreams last night, actually. I'll tell you my dreams I had last night, and then we'll go to bed. So the first one, I was in my shed, and I got given a small dog that I had to do a hip operation on it, right? And this was a very, very vivid dream, and it was a little Yorkie, Yorkshire Terrier. So I put it in the vice, clamped it in the vice, and then someone showed me how to anesthetize it. So we put it to sleep, numbed it, and I cut open its leg. And I remember seeing all of this, peeling the skin back, cutting the tendons away so I could get at the hip joint, pulling the hip joint out, and then filing it down so it wouldn't, it would run smooth in the thing. So I filed it down with my old files in the shed and then put the socket back in and, sewed it all back up. And yeah, so that was the first dream I had, which was fucking bizarre. And then the second dream was I was going to school or something. At first, I was a kid and we was being driven to school by my dad. And then suddenly I was in a car with some kids and they was going to school and I wanted to go to the shop. And I kept saying to my dad, let's go to this shop. And we stopped to go to this shop. And then suddenly this man burst into the car, grabbed hold of one of these little kids and tried to fucking drag him out the car. Very old man as well, which was weird. Tried to drag one of the kids out. And I managed to get this bloke down into the bottom of the stair, the seat, not the seat, the footwell of the back seats, punching him in the face, and I killed him. And at that point, the kid turned into a cardboard box. So yeah, that was my dreams last night. Metallic couldn't stop laughing at the phrase "the kid turned into a cardboard box" made her laugh. I have a dream. Yes, I had a dream. Keep Monty away. Monty's all right. Monty nearly gave me a heart attack today. I was in the shed making this, and I heard this scrabbling around, and I thought, there's a squirrel running on the roof, and he fucking jumped at me and went like that. Scared the fucking shit out of me. He said, I bet the coppers would definitely buy that. I don't know, fuck's sake. Oh, God. Pete said, I had a dream a cat was trying to kill some people, and had syringes everywhere. Fucking hell. You may not think we'll be all in court giving evidence in a few weeks, lads. It was a dream. It was a dream. Pete said, no, he exchanged money for an agreed upon service and then went mental, maybe. Penny said that is one of the ones that got the most news. Time suck. Okay. I need to piss off and have some lovely dreams tonight about weird shit. Doesn't you have lots of weird hang-ups about protecting people without hurting the innocent? I have a lot of strange dreams. Yeah. I killed that old fucker and then it turned out the kid turned into a box. Right. On that note, thank you for watching, everyone. I quite enjoyed myself tonight. Don't forget what to dream, but don't forget to like the stream. Penny said you can buy yourself flowers. I certainly can, but I won't. Don't forget to like the stream before you go. Feel free to put a donation in on coffee. Feel free to become a member. Feel free to stick needles in your balls. It's all down to you. I'm not going to judge you. I will not judge you. Just don't send me pictures of it, all right? You can tell me if you want, but I don't want to see it. Okay? But, you know, if that's how you enjoy yourself, you need to stick those needles in your balls, lads. That's fine. Gmail, thank you for coming a member. I appreciate that, mate. I really do. There'll be some content coming for the members soon. Nick said, don't forget to give to the spastics as well. Oh, Shane. Thank you, mate. Oh, no, well, I say thank you, mate. Shane, you've just been gifted a membership. And Shane, I don't know if you saw this, but there's your you will be getting your K-bar soon. People keep giving away all the lurkers by giving memberships out to people. All right. Take care, everyone. Gmail, thank you for giving Shane a membership to the channel for a month. I appreciate that, mate. And yeah, there will be some actual content coming for members only soon. I just haven't had time to do it yet. Thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like the stream before you go. Feel free to put a donation in, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. We'll have a drink tomorrow. All right. I'll see you later. Good night. It's been fun tonight. I've enjoyed it. See you later. Bye. Don't have nightmares.